Morning.
Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flash it. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being
Good
saucy.
morning.
It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flash it.
And when you play the game, man, you better know your options.
Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. I'm up early in the morning, time to get it in. Time to show and prove, show you what I've been doing. They saying fools rush in, but I'm coming with a passion. I'm trying to get to know you while you thinking that I'm asking. I like to get it poppin', cause my sound is supersonic. I done came so far, and it's early in the morning. I just woke up out my sleep, threw some water on my face. Yeah, it's just another day in the Golden State. Ain't no tossing and turning on, time for a assignment. I know the best way to make it is to cut the drama and give it my all and follow through on what I promise. And
Even if I fail, at least I was honest. And I can only do what's in my power to do. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
if I use it like a fool,
If I wanna make it to the top, I gotta study clues. Or I can sit back and just watch the news. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
you can never top me.
I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me. Snuggles, attacking, get it.
Top me.
I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me. It's all Steve.
And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy.
It's getting too spicy.
I ain't even had my coffee. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flash it. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. I just put my water.
All right, let's move on, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
chasing my purpose.
Let's get this show started. You know what we do. You know what we came here to do. Gloves are off.
I feel like I'm stuck inside.
I do.
It's like I'm stuck in time.
Let's go. Thank you, Miss
I
Baldina.
can't escape it. It's
Yes.
like deja vu.
Good morning, Miss Nina. Let's go.
It's deja vu when I'm running up the grass.
I'm like the Terminator screaming, I'll be back.
It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash.
I'm on top of my game, ahead of the class. You can tell that I made it, look at my grass. Cars in the garage with tanks full of
I
gas.
play the game so hard, I won't
Miss
finish
Phil.
last. Sitting in my living room screaming how we made it.
This is how it's supposed to happen when you're rich and famous. That algorithm turned me to a maniac. I guess we going viral cause my Zodiac. I got all these numbers on my spreadsheet. Benjamin Franklin is my bestie. And if they is my ex, that mean they left me. They don't get replies if they text me. I say it with my chest cause I mean it. Got a lot of confidence and I'm conceited.
Call me the master with a new whip. I'ma take off in a spaceship.
I'll tell you what, I haven't gone into Zeus's live in a couple of days.
Yes.
Shit was radical.
Keep it clean.
It was horrible. I'm like, Zeus has gone way off the rails.
It's like deja vu.
I know.
It's like deja vu.
It's like deja vu.
It's like deja vu. It's like deja vu.
Alright, alright.
It's deja vu when I'm
Like
running
deja
up
vu.
the grass.
Every
I'm like the Terminator screaming.
we have to
I'll be back.
wake up.
It's deja
Can't
vu
take
when
us
I'm out here
back.
flying first class. It's like every
Alright,
week I gotta
alright,
take out
alright,
the
alright.
trash.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get started with today's show. I'm your host. Your favorite host, alright? Yes. Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's show. For those of you who do not know who I am, let's get some of this housekeeping business out of the way. Queen, thank you so much. I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H? Well, it's quite simple. The first H stands for honest. I think that's a very important quality people should strive to have. And I am the most honest person on social media. All right, there's nobody more honest than me. The second H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I'm humble. Right? If I get it wrong, I will be the first to apologize. It just turns out I haven't been wrong lately. Not that much, at least, I should say. And just because your feelings are hurt does not mean that I'm wrong. All right. And then the last H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. There's nobody more handsome than Zeus. All right. Many have tried. And listen. Many are called, but only a few are chosen, ladies and gentlemen. And I am the chosen one. Oh my God! Thank you, Ginger. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with what we do on this side of town, it's quite simple. What we do. There's no magic tricks to what we do over here. What we do is we hold our friends on the right accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds as well as their crimes. And boy, oh boy, there's plenty of that to go around in the Republican Party. But we also make it a point to educate Americans all throughout the nations on the wonderful progress of President Biden in the Democrat Party. All right, so that's what we're doing. So if you are one of these folks that are lactose intolerant, my good friend Brother Swervin once said, lactose intolerant, meaning you're allergic to facts, all right? And I'll give you a good example of someone who's lactose intolerant. Say you're one of these folks out here who believes that somehow President Biden stole votes from Donald Trump in 2020. If you still believe that, you just might be lactose intolerant. Greetings, Tiffany. If you are one of these folks out here that somehow thinks Ray Epps and Nancy Pelosi are responsible for the attack on the Capitol on January 6th, you just might be lactose intolerant, all right? Or last but not least, if you think President Biden and Hillary Clinton are somehow guilty of crimes, yeah, you might be lactose intolerant, okay? And listen up. I'm going to give you, with your lactose intolerant behinds, an opportunity of a lifetime. Now is your chance to exit stage left of this live, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of truth coming out, and it's definitely going to rock your world. So listen, this live is about to get very uncomfortable, especially for you folks who are lactose intolerant or possessed with that MAGA demon. All right, so now is your opportunity to leave. Exit stage left, that way. Okay, you can go that way, you can go that way, you can swipe up because it's about to get uncomfortable, right? But listen up. You don't have to take my word for it. What? Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
MAGA demon.
If you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
Yeah.
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And I do mean that from the bottom of my heart all the way to the tippy top, MAGA. If you don't like the United States of America, you don't like President Joe Biden, just pack your bags and leave. Me and my good friend, Nutty Professor, there's a standing offer on the table. Any one of you Trump supporters that want to go to Russia to be with your Lord and Savior, Vladimir Putin, just reach out to me. All right, reach out to Zeus, and we will help you get a first-class, one-way ticket to meet your Lord and Savior. Any of you Trump supporters want to go see Vladimir Putin? I hear he needs a lot of help over there, right? And I'm going to make sure I kick every show off by reminding MAGA that Donald Trump does not love you at all. Donald Trump doesn't value you at all, but yet and still you give him your unwavering support, because I'm going to make sure I remind you what Donald Trump said right after our Capitol was attacked on January 6th, all right? So please, bear with me, MAGA. Bear with me, all right? I want to make sure this goes down in the history books of truth. All right, let's go.
I'd like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. I immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement to secure the building and expel the intruders. America is and must always be a nation of law and order. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. To those who engaged in the acts of violence and destruction, you do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay.
You see that, MAGA? That's your leader, Donald Trump, basically condemning what you did on January 6th. So whenever you get out here and you start saying it was a peaceful protest, I want you to go back to the history books. I want you to go back and play this audio clip of your leader very openly, very plainly, very directly saying that was not a peaceful protest. It was a heinous act with violence, lawlessness, and mayhem that defiled the seat of American democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give MAGA a round of boos and shame right now. Let's get them go. Let's get them going this morning. Let's give them to them. All right, let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. I don't got much time to debate with MAGA or anybody else confused about just how serious things are going on in this country. We are at an inflection point in the United States of America, and folks need to really make up their minds about what side of history they want to be on. And nobody said this battle was going to be an easy battle. A lot of you folks out here, doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, you're thinking standing for the truth is going to be equivalent to going to a picnic on a nice, beautiful, sunny morning where you can pull out your baskets and your treats and lay it. You think this is going to be an easy ride. It's not going to be an easy ride, all right? So you really do need to decide which side of history you want to be on, the right or the left, and buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, because this is what's really important right now, all right? And what I'm striving to do is to make sure folks are as informed as possible, okay? To me, it's crystal clear. Do you want Joe Biden in the White House, or do you want, Joe Biden democracy, or do you want Donald Trump fascism? That's it. That's it. Nobody said it's going to be a pretty battle. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen, on today's topic. I always have a speech queued up in the morning. And I'm going to try my best to at least make this connection. And the reason that I am doing this is, many of you know, this is Donald Trump, and this is a portrait of Robert E. Lee, the Confederate general of the United States during the Civil War. He led a lot of nasty attacks, all right? But, in terms of his intelligence, he was an intelligent general, all right? And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because, in the state of Colorado, they're trying to keep Donald Trump off the ballot, right? And they found that he participated in an insurrection. They did. Good morning, Ange. But they said that the part of the Constitution, Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, it doesn't apply to presidents of the United States, all right? It applies to all other federal officials, but it didn't apply to the president. So while he did participate in the insurrection, that's going down in history. We all knew it. The part about whether or not the Constitution applies to the president is still up for the debate. And what they say, in some of the spaces that I've gone into was, it was intended to make sure those Confederate folks, the ones who were from the South, were not allowed to become president. So I said, well, let's see if we can help them out with this, ladies and gentlemen. So we already know Robert E. Lee was a Confederate, but let's help make sure these folks understand how Donald Trump aligns with Robert E. Lee, so that it can become crystal clear that Donald Trump, in a way, is leading an army to help overthrow the United States government. I don't know why it's so hard for a lot of people to see this. All right, Donald Trump is organizing his troops, the MAGA demons, and he is trying to lead them, sort of like Robert E. Lee was leading his soldiers to try to overthrow the United States government. So, ladies and gentlemen, please bear with me. Good morning, Americans, Democrats, Independents, and real Republicans. Today, I want to draw your attention to a controversial but important topic: the similarities between these two polarizing figures in American history, Donald Trump and Robert E. Lee. While these two individuals, they lived in vastly different eras and contexts, there are some striking parallels in their leadership style and the impact they have had on American society. First and foremost, both Donald Trump and Robert E. Lee have been highly divisive figures. Trump's presidency was marked by an intense polarization with his rhetoric and policies often sparking heated debate and controversy. Similarly, Robert E. Lee's legacy as a Confederate general continues to divide opinions, particularly in the context of the Civil War and its aftermath. Furthermore, both men have been associated with challenging the established norms of their times. Trump's unorthodox approach to politics and communication, often characterized by his blunt and confrontational style, shook up the traditional political landscape. Similarly, Robert E. Lee's decision to lead the Confederate forces in the Civil War was a direct challenge to the status quo of the United States. In addition, both Trump and Lee have been seen as symbols of resistance to change. Trump's Make America Great Again slogan and his emphasis on traditional values resonated with many of those, especially the forgotten men, right, who felt left behind by the rapid pace of societal change. These are folks who refuse to evolve. Similarly, Robert E. Lee's defense of the Confederacy has been interpreted as a stand against the evolution of American society and the abolition of slavery. Moreover, both figures have sparked intense debate about their place in history. Trump's presidency led to widespread discussions about the nature of American democracy, the role of the media, and the future of the Republican Party. Similarly, Robert E. Lee's actions during the Civil War and his post-war legacy continue to be subject of passionate historical and moral debate. Despite their differences in context, it's clear that Donald Trump and Robert E. Lee share some remarkable similarities in terms of their impact on American society, their divisive legacies, and their roles as symbols of resistance to some sort of change. And acknowledging these parallels, ladies and gentlemen, it is very important that we make sure that in the beautiful state of Colorado, they go as far as they can to hold Donald Trump accountable for what he did on January 6th and keep him off the ballot. It's very clear Donald Trump does not represent the United States interests. Just like Robert Lee didn't. Okay? It's very clear Donald Trump is, if we had to go back in time, he would definitely be on the side of the Confederates. All right? MAGA, my good friend Itchy Banks says, MAGA's the new Confederacy. And Donald Trump is the new Robert E. Lee. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Donald Trump and Robert E. Lee what they deserve. A round of boos and shame. They don't like it, I know.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
There you go, MAGA. There you go. Leave the United States of America. Don't even try to explain anything to any of us because we already know what you stand for. They say if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat yourself. Yeah, MAGA. We know where this is going, and it's not going to work this time. All right, let's move on to some of today's exciting and interesting headlines. All right, we gotta do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's get into more business. All right, I know there's some dissension in the comments. That's gonna leave a little bit of a scar in a lot of folks' heads when they go, "Oh my God, did you just compare Donald Trump to Robert E. Lee?" You're darn right I did. All right, let that sink in. All right, so let's talk about this. Trump appeals Carol verdict because it doesn't count on a plane or if she fights you off. This is tied to the E. Jean Carroll S.A. situation, right? He's appealing it, all right? Yesterday, Donald Trump finally made his case to the Second Circuit as to why the $5 million E. Jean Carroll defamation and S.A. verdict should be overturned. In a festivus airing of grievances, that's short of law and long on what we call BS. It's full of BS. Trump and his lawyers launched into an extended howling rant about how Judge Lewis Kaplan, who presided over the trial, was so mean to them. It's almost shockingly disingenuous in its distortions of the trial. For instance, Trump complains that he was not allowed to introduce DNA evidence from the dress Carol claims to have worn on the day of her assault. All right? All right, and this is why we have to go through this over and over. All right. Having claimed publicly that she possessed President Trump's DNA from the dress that she allegedly wore on the day she doesn't remember, plaintiff did not litigate her entitlement to a DNA sample from President Trump, and she presented no DNA evidence. This is what they're saying. In point of fact, Trump refused to submit to a DNA test. All right. In 2019, when Carol filed her original lawsuit, and when the New York trial court ordered him to do it in 2020, he had Attorney General Bill Barr remove the case to federal court under the Westfall Act, all right, and seek to have it dismissed. Trump refused another DNA request in February of 2022, only returned to the DNA issue in February 2023 after discovery had just closed. This guy's a nut. This is it. Okay, let's go on here. So now we're going to talk about the tape, all right? Many of you are familiar with the Access Hollywood tape, all right? All right. He plays the similar game with the Access Hollywood tape, which the court originally admitted under, let's just say, Rule 415 as evidence that the party committed any other SA or child dangerous things, right? And this, it goes on to say, so the tape came out under the lower court evidentiary standard Rule 404. Carol did not get the Rule 415 jury instruction. No one objected. And now Trump wants the case reversed after the trial. And the court pointed that out too. Not going to happen. The appeal court also seeks to relitigate the admission of evidence by two other Trump accusers, Natasha Stoyanov and Jessica Leeds, because Trump tried, get this, because Trump tried but failed to grab them by the you-know-what. I can't even say it. It's so dirty. Because it doesn't count if the butler walks in and you don't actually manage to get your hand all the way up there. This is what they're saying. And it doesn't count on an airplane which may not have been flying over international waters. Ladies and gentlemen, these are very, very bad arguments, and they are going nowhere, sort of like Donald Trump's dreams to become president again. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Donald Trump another round of boos and shame. Because, once again, he's his own worst enemy and witness, and this appeals is going nowhere. Let's give it to him. Can't make this up. Donald Trump has been found liable of SA, ladies and gentlemen. For the record, it's undisputed. You got all of these different women have came out and said in one form or another, Donald Trump has done this. So when I see that there's these, women out here that support Donald Trump, I want them to be very mindful. What they're doing is they're basically giving his behavior. They're giving a green light to his behavior. All right. And you can't do that and then simultaneously try to be a victim. If you're standing for right, stand for right. If you're standing for wrong, stand for wrong. All right. Speaking of standing for wrong, this guy right here, how many of you know who Harrison Floyd is? He's one of Donald Trump's 19 co-defendants out there in Fulton County, Georgia. Well, yesterday he was, he had court yesterday because of his behavior on social media. Did you see this? Fonnie Willis even showed up, right? Let's give Fonnie Willis a round of applause. She showed up. She showed up and she showed out. Oh my gosh. But we didn't get quite what we wanted. The judge did not revoke his bond. All right. She didn't. The judge, he didn't. He didn't revoke his bond, but he did force Fonnie Willis and the defense to have a meeting in order to set new conditions for his bond. All right. And according to what I'm hearing, you can hear it too. This is him being set up to fail. Let's hear. You all know Miss Joyce Reed, Katie Fang. All right.
Social media communications. Joining me now is Katie Fang, trial attorney and host of the Katie Fang Show on MSNBC, and Paul Butler, former federal prosecutor, professor at Georgetown School of Law, and MSNBC legal analyst. One of our favorite combos, Fang and Butler. The law office of Fang and Butler are here. Katie, I do want to start with you. You've been in that courtroom a lot. Please talk to us about this. First of all, the fact that Fonnie Willis is there in person making these arguments, and the fact that it seemed that Harrison Floyd did not respect the process. He seemed to pop off and to shake his head and not take it seriously. Your thoughts?
So I'm going to start with your last point first. And the reason why that's good news for DA Fonnie Willis's office is she just set him up to fail today, as did Judge McAfee. And what do I mean by that? Well, with a tighter, more detailed, more narrow modified bond conditions for Harrison Floyd, when he violates, because we know he will, he shouldn't be reading How to Be a Roman Emperor. He should be reading Crime for Dummies, because then he'd figure out how to not get into trouble. But it was a show of force. This is the first time that DA Fonnie Willis, since the release of that indictment, has been in court for pretrial hearings. And it makes sense because it put the defense on notice of the kind of prosecutor, trial lawyer, litigator that Fonnie Willis delivers, the type of work and performance that she does. It was straight fire today, and that's what was needed because, Joy, this was the first time that the DA's office was on the offensive. On prior hearings, it's been defense motions to dismiss, etc. But today, it was the state's motion to revoke his bond. And Harrison Floyd shows no discipline. He has no discipline. He doesn't listen to his lawyers. He doesn't listen. Sounds just like Donald Trump, in my opinion, right? But now we have a much more narrow, modified bond order. And it's just going to be violated, and I think very soon.
All right. So, number one, let's give Fonnie Willis a round of applause. Excellent work, Fonnie Willis. Excellent work. All right. Good morning, Street Facts. And then let's give this guy, Brother Harrison Floyd, ladies and gentlemen, a round of boos and shame. Okay, because what he's doing is making sure he gets the ultimate MAGA reward, which is, prison time, all right, on behalf of Donald Trump, all right? Let's give Mr. Harrison Floyd what he deserves. Boos and shame. Bye. We're going to get you. Harrison, we're going to get you, champ. Just keep on dancing with the devil. I guarantee you're going to get what you've been looking for, all right? I guarantee you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move it along. Let me see. What do I want to talk about next? Oh my goodness. Let me see. Oh, no, I don't want to do that one just yet. Let's do this one. I want to do this one. Oh, what? Greetings, Z-Pot. What do we have here? Oh, Iowa officials' wife found guilty of 52 counts of voter fraud. Don't boo me. Don't boo me. Would you rather me lie to you? Come on now. Don't boo me. Would you rather me lie? 52 large ones of voter fraud. I thought this was stuff y'all were saying Democrats do. Let's check this out. Thank you, Straight Fact. Kim Taylor The wife of an Iowa County supervisor was found guilty of 52 counts of voter fraud on Tuesday. This is yesterday, concluding a months-long case into her interference in the 2020 election. Oh my God. Oh my God. Federal prosecutors said Taylor attempted to generate votes in the 2020 primary and general elections in Iowa to help her husband, Woodbury County Supervisor Jeremy Taylor, win the primary for Rep. Steve King's, a Republican in Iowa's former seat. Wow. Jeremy Taylor lost that primary, receiving only 8% of the vote, but prosecutors say Kim Taylor again broke the law in assisting her husband to seek re-election as a supervisor that fall, which he did win. According to prosecutors, Taylor applied for and submitted false absentee ballots on voters' behalf without their permission and encouraged others to do the same. She was arrested in January. 52 counts carry a maximum sentence of 5 years each. A sentencing date, ladies and gentlemen, has not yet been scheduled. All right. The right to vote. This is what the attorney said, the U.S. attorney, that prosecutor said as he denounced Taylor's action. The right to vote is one of our most important constitutional rights. Ms. Taylor deprived citizens of their rights to vote in order to benefit her husband's campaign. The guilty verdict is an example of how the justice system works to protect the voting rights of citizens and ensure fair and honest elections. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, yes, she probably does go to church every Sunday. Join me in giving Miss Taylor and her husband a round of boos and shame, because while they are out here openly accusing others of committing voter fraud, you know, like I say, every MAGA accusation is truly a MAGA confession, they themselves are the ones that are doing it and got caught and now getting the ultimate MAGA reward. Let's give her boos and shame. Get him out of here. This is why we have to do what we do over here, ladies and gentlemen, because enough is enough, right? I mean, we've been down this road with Trump supporters. It's a waste of time. And now it's just time to get straight down to business. Guilty. That's what this is about. Guilty. All right. Now let's move on to another interesting topic. Okay, this is one for you conspiracy folks. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. Good morning, Rio. All right. January 6th, police video captures Metro DC officers saying we can go undercover as Antifa. Now you've heard this before, right? This is breaking news, so to speak. Verified new footage obtained. All right. Of undercover DC Metropolitan Police officers on Capitol grounds on January 6th, which raises even more questions about the behavior of law enforcement. Now listen to this, all right? Let's see if I can get this thing queued up. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see. Sometimes I click things over here, all right.
Well, we go undercover as Antifa in the crowd, so can you put that back in? Well, we go undercover as Antifa in the crowd, so can you put that back in? I think so. Yeah. You feel better? Did you guys get sprayed? Here.
Okay. All right. So now that the cat's out of the bag, right? I want to address this because I know folks. I know folks like Snuggles are going to sit here and say whatever they got to say about this, but I firmly believe that Donald Trump has supporters who are affiliated with law enforcement. And the reason I believe that is because I've covered so many of these January Sixers who ended up getting caught and going to prison. So no, I'm not surprised to hear that nonsense, and neither should you. Despite this video circulating around the internet, MAGA, I want you to understand one thing. I don't buy it one bit. You're not going to convince me that the FBI and the DC police were in on this. No, all of this is on the hands of Donald Trump and every one of them that planned the attack on the Capitol. Okay? This is indicative of what I've been saying from the very beginning. Donald Trump has members in the United States Air Force, all right? In the military in some capacity. He has folks that are working in law enforcement. This is why I say he definitely is Robert E. Lee reincarnated. He has soldiers willing to do this and more for him, all right? So ladies and gentlemen, let's give MAGA another round of boos and shame, because once again, they're trying to get us to believe that somehow the police out there, the FBI, is responsible for the attack on the Capitol when it's plain as day that they're not. It's Donald Trump and MAGA. So let's give them another round of boos and shame. It's not MAGA, you really should own up to what you're doing, all right? You really should, because it's not really looking good. It's not really looking good. You know, I've never read a story about what happened on January 6th, and in the end, it came out, this was an undercover FBI agent that somehow got caught supporting Donald Trump. It never has came out, all right? So now, let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. We got let's see, one more topic, and this is one of my favorite things to do, all right? You know what we do over here. Gloves off.
Everyone knows and I wouldn't have said this 3 weeks ago.
I wouldn't have
said it. I was actually very kind to him. Gloves are off. The jar has been opened.
The gloves are off. The jar has been opened, ladies and gentlemen, and it is now time to get straight down to business, all right? So, you know, many of you know exactly what I do. We cover what happened to the January Sixers, right? We cover it over here on this side of TikTok. And along those lines, we do talk about when those folks are being brought to justice in some form or fashion, all right? So let's listen up. Florida man, ex-Proud Boy, found guilty in January 6th Capitol breach. Here we go again. Defendant, a Vice City Proud Boy, interfered with multiple officers to obstruct the Electoral College certification. A Florida man was found guilty in the District of Columbia today on 2 felony charges for his actions during the January 6, 2021 breach of the Capitol. His actions and the actions of others disrupted a joint session of the United States Congress convened to ascertain the count of the electoral votes related to the 2020 presidential election. Gabriel Austin Garcia, 42, of Miami, Florida, was found guilty of obstruction of an official proceeding and interfering with law enforcement during a civil disorder, both of which are felonies. Are you listening up, MAGA? These are felonies. According to the government's evidence, all of which was agreed to by Garcia. Garcia was a member of the Vice City chapter of the Proud Boys, which was led at the time by the national chairman of the Proud Boys, Enrique Taddeo. In the lead up to the January 6, 2021, Garcia was hand-selected by Enrique to join a national rally planning chapter of the Proud Boys called the Ministry of Self-Defense. Garcia participated in Telegram message groups among the members of the Ministry of Self-Defense. Messages exchanged among the members of the MOSD discussed the potential for violence at the Capitol on January 6th. On January 3rd, 2021, Garcia posted a message that read, quote, he posted this, 1776, flag flying over the White House last night. And then later added, quote, time to stack those bodies in front of Capitol Hill, end quote. MAGA Demon. On the morning of January 6th, as instructed in message exchanged on MOSD, members and other Proud Boys in a message group called Boots on the Ground, a large group of Proud Boys gathered at the Washington Monument at 10 a.m. before marching towards the Capitol building and away from planned speeches at the Ellipse. Garcia was not initially in the group, however. At approximately 1 p.m., messages were posted in the Boots on the Ground group that said, quote, storming the Capitol building right now and get there. This is Donald Trump leading his troops. Wow. In response, Garcia contacted another member of MOSD, Gilbert Fonticoba, and asked Gilbert to provide his current location. Gilbert provided precise coordinates of his location on the Capitol grounds and advised, quote, we got maize and hit with paintballs. After receiving this information, Garcia proceeded to the Capitol and joined a mob that unlawfully entered the building. All right, so listen up. Eventually, Garcia entered the Capitol building through the Senate West Wing doors less than 5 minutes after the initial breach of the building. Garcia filmed himself as he approached the line of officers in the crypt. In his video, Garcia boasted, quote, we just went ahead and stormed the Capitol. Garcia moved to the front of the line of rioters and stood within feet of officers who were attempting to stop the rioters from moving further into the building. Garcia saw an individual push forward and attempt to breach officers. As officers controlled the individual, Garcia began to yell, F you guys. You effing traitors. Garcia continued to yell at the officers, telling them, quote, you ain't stopping a million. You ain't gonna hold a million back today. And, quote, how does it feel being a traitor to the country? How does it feel? Garcia said. Eventually, the crowd broke through the lines of officers. Garcia joined in the breach of the line officers and advanced further into the Capitol building. Garcia eventually entered the rotunda of the Capitol, where he recorded himself yelling, Nancy, come out and play. And then later chanting menacingly, Nancy, Nancy, almost 45 minutes after entering the Capitol building. Garcia joined a group of rioters who were collectively attempting to push through the line of officers who were guarding a doorway. Garcia and the rioters were unsuccessful, and Garcia was removed from the building approximately 1 hour after he first entered. This is not lies. The FBI arrested Garcia on January 19th, 2021. And Garcia is to be sentenced on March 28, 2024. All right. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, the case was investigated by the FBI's Miami field office, and they are seeking maximum sentencing for Mr. Garcia and his seditionist, treasonous conduct. So, join me. I read these stories so that folks understand what's going to happen if Donald Trump gets back in the White House. It's going to be more of this. Join me in giving this ex-Proud Boy, all right, Gabriel Garcia, 42 years old, a round of booze and shame. Get them out of here. All right, and you know we got to send them off the old-fashioned way. All right, Gabriel, you will definitely be throwing your life away for Donald Trump in a new, different way. Let's give it to him. Get him out of here. This is what we're talking about. Grown men like you, Gabriel, throwing your life away for Donald Trump. You were actually such a man to be in there threatening Nancy Pelosi. Wow. Think about how outside of your mind you really are, Gabriel. You really were that day. Saying those mean and terrible things about Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House. For what? You don't know Nancy. You've never had a conversation with her. All you have done is sat at home watching hours and hours of Fox News, listening to Donald Trump, getting radicalized to the point where you actually invested your time and effort into doing these crimes, only to have to spend the remaining part of your life right now in a jail cell, in a prison cell. Why are you down? I'm down because I supported Donald Trump. This is the problem with you Trump supporters. Y'all really don't understand how ridiculous you look, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him another round of booze and shame. This is disgusting behavior at its finest. And let's open up the boxes. Yeah. They don't like me because I tell the truth. Well, guess what? I'd rather tell the truth and be realer than you than to be believing lies and misinformation, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Because it's really that serious if you ask me. A lot of people don't understand what's really going on in this country. And this is what Donald Trump and MAGA are praying for, all right? Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, nobody wants to get in the box. Oh, it's a light morning this morning, I guess. Okay, well, listen. You know what we do? You know what we do on this side of town? Listen, I have no problem getting up and away out of here, all right? No, I know it's holiday time and we are all doing all we can to check in and talk with each other, all right? Oh my goodness. Oh, we got some souls in here, all right? The beautiful Tiffany. How you doing? It doesn't matter. You don't have to feel obligated. Listen, we're doing our best, and it's holiday time. I completely understand.
No, I haven't been in a while.
Oh, you
Like
haven't.
I
So
haven't
I
been
haven't seen you in a while. Is that a new profile pic?
Yeah, so
Nice.
thank you. Thank you. Hey everybody. Hey Kingdom.
Well, have you been okay? Is the first
I've been
question.
okay. I mean,
Okay.
obviously like there's a lot going on in the world and I kind of wanted to ask you about that like because wait, boo-hoo, wait, what? Oh, Nutty, be quiet.
Oh,
Nutty's always,
who's echoing? Someone says am I echoing or who's echoing?
oh, wait, I am?
I don't know.
You can hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. I don't hear an echo. Does anyone else hear an echo? No,
Okay,
okay, no
I think,
echo. Okay.
okay, I think we're good. So, just because I haven't been in here recently, like, and I don't want you to go like into it if you don't want to. Like, I just wondered. I was talking to Greg Z-Pack, and like, have you been talking about what's going on overseas with like Biden?
Big, briefly, that conflict overseas is very, very controversial.
Yeah,
But I just defer to President Biden. This is something he has to work on and figure out. I do believe he's the best one that we have here in the United States that can do this. That's just my opinion. I mean, I'm aware of the suffering going on, right? There's a
for
lot
sure.
of suffering and the humanitarian issues. But I also understand that it's a war. Israel called it a war, right?
Hmm.
And in war, things that you are uncomfortable with tend to occur, which is why most people try to avoid going to war.
Yeah, so that's kind of I
Yeah.
I guess what I wanted to just say, like, I felt kind of conflicted, not like anything against you personally, just kind of conflicted to come in because I've seen so much like
Mm.
traction on social media about people posting horrific images, and I feel very strongly also about protecting one's mental health too, and a lot of those images are very destructive to see, and
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that you don't know that it's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a lot of nuances to this discussion, you know,
Yeah.
and so I think, hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
I had to
Uh,
clear my throat.
oh, okay. Yeah, there are a lot of nuances, but
Yeah.
I do have a question though for you when you're done.
Okay. So I just was gonna say, like, to be very clear, and I think, and I'm not gonna speak for you, but I think I can illustrate, like you just said, that just because not only not, like, not everyone's speaking on it doesn't mean we don't see what's going on and we don't care.
Correct.
And so I would encourage massive amounts of critical thinking when it comes to this topic, right? And and I don't know if you saw, like, Michael Rappaport, just
Yes.
like you saw that, like,
Yeah.
but like bogus nonsense, that he's like advocating for now, like voting for 45 for Trump. Like, and I just like, do you think the solution will be better if he's in office? Like
No.
that. So it's just it's really a tricky discussion.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I mean, and to your point, right? That was the question.
Right.
Do you believe that the alternative would be better, right? Meaning, if Donald Trump were to be the president of the United States, could you do you see him possibly being able to do anything better than what's going on now?
Absolutely not.
There you go.
I mean, the thing is, we have to remember, unfortunately, this world is still very overpowered by white men, right?
Mm,
And I'm not saying that that's how it should stay by any means.
mm,
So I get conflicted, Zeus, with the whole conversation of, like, I have I have a very diverse circle, and I have friends that are like talking about voting third party, and I feel conflicted too, where I'm just like, I get it. I want massive amounts of progression overnight too. I
yeah,
just don't know how that's reality. And I
yeah,
think we also have to realize that this is strategy, right?
yeah,
This is strategy towards progression.
yeah.
I think that we cannot expect a shift overnight. I don't know though, but maybe that's complacency. Like, what do you think?
Well, I do believe that no matter what I want, most likely I'll never get what I want, right?
Hmm.
And so I have to find some sort of comfort in knowing that within the space that I'm in, I'm doing my best to at least show my support for whatever it is that I believe in, right? And I stand for human rights, just like I
Yeah.
believe you do, right?
Yeah.
But I also know, like I was telling the young lady that came in my box yesterday, right? I don't want to make things worse by
Yeah.
simply going off how I feel, if that makes any sense, because I've done that quite a bit in my
And
life. And I feel like there's a lot of things that I just don't have the information about.
yeah.
But for the things that I do know about, if it's wrong, I'm going to speak out against it.
That part, that's really,
Yeah.
really, that's so accurate.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think, like, for me, knowing okay, so I don't want to say, like, besides what's going on overseas, that's important, absolutely.
Right.
However, domestically in this country where we reside, because we know
Correct.
it's not easy to just get up and leave, right?
Well, for some, we're trying to get them to go to Russia.
That's true. That's true too.
Some we're trying to get some to go to Russia. I get you.
A lot of
Oops.
I'll finish wrapping up here. A lot of people have very, very sordid opinions about what's going on, but nobody's understanding, like, the bigger picture. And for me, it's about what is going to aid for my daughter, myself, the women that I love, marginalized people, all the things, right? And
Right.
that's what matters. And I'm going to
Yeah.
vote towards those rights of humanity. And
Bingo.
I'm not going to sit out and not vote.
No.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Don't.
That's not the answer. And I believe we tried with a third party. I mean, we tried with Bernie. I loved Bernie too. Like, but we got to be honest.
We got to be honest, right?
That didn't fare well either because it didn't work. So we got to have a plan. What's going to be the plan, guys? If we're not voting third party, what is the plan?
Tell them. And this is why I encourage people to not go simply off of emotion. It can lead you to do a lot of things. You can look back and then go, why the heck did I do that? There is no plan. You can't just say my plan is to cancel President Biden
Exactly.
because that felt like the right thing to do. Well, do you know there's a lot of things that are going to happen if you decide to go that route? You know, things work in a chain reaction manner, right?
Exactly. And here's the thing we have to realize, guys, and I know we have probably some maggots in here and then I'll leave, but listen, if that dictator wins the next election, he will not leave, guys. He will
No.
not leave. Like,
Nope.
and that is like, I know, very alarming, and people like, but we have to realize again, like, this is strategy. I understand. Yes, we need more political parties, but guys, that's not what we have.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You don't. You know. It's like you're in the middle of a game and you realize maybe you need better players. You can't make a trade in the middle of a game like that. That's not how it works.
Exactly. I'll use this as my last thing, as an example, and I might have said this before. Like, as somebody who worked in hospitality for 20 years, like, people are like, well, we need to do away with tipping. Like, we don't want to tip anymore. Like, these businesses need to pay their employees. Absolutely. But it's not. Oh, sorry.
I got you. I got you.
Absolutely. But that's not what we have. So you still have to tip.
Thank you.
So,
Tell them.
Zeus, I was happy to be in here today. Happy to see your face. Thank you
All
for
right.
shedding wisdom as you always do. I love y'all.
All right. I love you too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful. No lies detected. Very, very good questions. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know, while this is definitely one of the most exciting and entertaining experiences on social media, we do get down to business when we need to. And these are real conversations that need to be had. We don't shy away from them. All right? I know some people, they don't like it because they say, you know, it's like we're poking the bear or something. But guess what? We poked the bear over here, right?
Not by the hair of my...
We poked the bear.
Hold on. You poke the bear. You poke the bear. You're gonna get the bear.
Oh my God, that tickles me every time because you know I could hear her when she was saying that. I was like, she really said that to me. Like she really believed that. I mean, Jay Bear, cut it out. Cut it out. Yeah, you poked the bear. You get, and she didn't know that I was listening. I said, "Where you? That's some Russian propaganda. That's real Russian propaganda." And she says it so fluently. If anyone sees Janae, could you ask her, does she speak Russian for me? Because I would love to know if Janae could speak any kind of Russian. All right. And clickbait is wrong in the comments. You know, many of you know who clickbait is. He's wrong about a lot of things politically. Very wrong. Him and Snuggles are like neck and neck, if you ask me. Good morning, Nutty.
I thought you said you were honest.
Absolutely. The
Well,
most
you need to
honest
correct,
huh?
you need to correct yourself there then because clickbait is wrong about everything. Everything.
Yeah, I said him and Snuggles are neck and neck.
Everything.
You think he's more out of touch than Snuggles?
So I think they have a competition going on to see who can be more obtuse.
No
So
lies
so
detected.
so Zeus, here's what's interesting.
What's that?
We keep hearing from our generation to um the boomers, we keep hearing about Gen Z and how lazy they are and how this and how that. But
Right.
look at who's getting prosecuted for J6.
Who?
Which age demographic?
Mm.
It's not the Gen Zers.
No.
It's not the millennials.
No. Who is it?
So who really are the dumb ones there? because those kids, and I call them kids because I'm 100 years old, but
Okay.
those kids, they're not throwing their lives away for no idiot.
Oh, who they doing it for?
But yet those boomers are. Those people in our age range, they're throwing their lives away for Donald Trump.
Mm.
So
The
so
clickbaits, the snuggles.
absolutely. So I
Wow.
beg I beg the question:
What's that?
who's smarter? Is it us or them? So based on what I'm seeing, it's them
How do you figure it's them?
because they're not going to prison for Donald Trump. I mean,
That's the ultimate MAGA reward.
hey, if that's a reward, then I think I want to live in hell,
Mm, mm. The hunt
and that's
hell.
saying a lot because
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't going to hell.
yeah. The devil is a lie, right?
You're right. The devil
Mm.
is a liar.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So so I was thinking about that. I'm like, they're the smart ones.
Mm,
Now, I don't like the fact that, they can change like the wind,
mm.
and that, we talked about polls on yesterday and how, a year out, I really don't put any deference to polls.
Right.
But it is concerning hearing that 70% of Gen Z is now against Biden because of his handling of the Middle East. So that's concerning.
That is.
However, however, here's what I say to them.
What are you gonna say?
Just like you changed overnight, you'll change overnight again. Just as long as you get your head right by election time next year, we all good.
No lies
You can
detected. I completely
you
agree.
can say what you want to,
Yeah.
because listen, it is going to be these kids. It's going to be the Gen Z. It's going to be these kids who save our democracy,
Mm. Yeah.
because the others, and I hate to say this because obviously I know not all boomers are pro Trump,
Right.
but if you look at the conviction rate,
Right.
it's the boomers that
Which conviction rate? Which one?
of the J6
Oh
of
yeah, yeah,
J6.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Clickbait. Have you looked up the conviction
they're
rate?
they're boom they're boomers, and of course there's some, I don't even know what the heck we are. We're what gen? What are we?
X.
I don't even know this gen whatever.
Yeah.
But whatever our age group is, you got us in there too. You got us
Yeah.
in there too.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you. What are you?
No, no.
Gen, Gen Noah, Gen Genesis. Is that
you know what?
what?
Hey, hey, I know I'm older than you, but you ain't that far behind me, brother.
You gotta be Gen Biblical or something, bro. I
Gen
mean,
biblical.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Gen BC.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go.
Hey,
You up there?
hey, you know what? You know what?
Gen Moses.
I'm, listen. I'm starting to embrace the fact that I'm 50. Got you know what?
Me too.
I'm thankful. I'm
Mm.
thankful
Well, you're doing
because
good to get to 50. I'm telling you. I mean, I get you that. You're doing good, my good friend. All
I
right.
don't know if you know of the gospel group the Winans.
The Winans?
The Winans.
Yeah, I heard of them.
Yeah, but they had a song out in the 80s that's called Millions.
Mm.
They say millions didn't make it, but I was one of the ones who did.
Oh,
So
there
so
you go.
therefore, I'm going to be thankful to see 50,
All
and I'll
right.
be blessed to see 51.
All
Hey,
right.
happy Thanksgiving to you, brother.
All
Happy
right.
Thanksgiving to all of you in the comments,
That's
including you bears,
oh, the Russian Bears. You're gonna say Happy Thanksgiving.
including the Russian bears.
You hear the love coming out of the line. That includes
Because
you,
even
HVAC.
even though I don't like you
Mm.
as a Christian, I'm mandated to love you.
Mm.
And so I'm going to love you with the love of Jesus, and we're just going to keep it at that.
I love it. All right. Well, keep
So
on spreading that
happy
love.
Thanksgiving to you all. Have
All
a
right.
wonderful and safe holiday season.
All right, all right, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Brother Nutty. Look at that. You hear that? That goes for you too, clickbait. As possessed as you are. Happy Thanksgiving, all right? You've been doing a good time. You've been doing a good job getting this truth out of the lives, all right? This is really a good, this is a funny show. Oh my goodness, our good friend Zeepak.
Oh,
Yes, greetings.
Zeus.
Yes, the Mr. You're an artist. I'm starting to realize you're an artist, Greg.
Oh,
You've been
Oh,
singing and dancing. I saw you singing some Michael Jackson songs the other day. What was that
oh
about?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we were on RTP and Whisper.
Yeah.
We were having a little talent
It
show,
was a talent show.
if you could call it that.
Yeah, it was good. You
Um,
did an excellent job.
and Whisper was cheating because he has a microphone that does a lot of reverb to his voice. So what happens
Oh.
is he can sound pretty darn good on there, right? So I'm in
Well, he
there.
did sound real good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm in there singing with my just real voice, trying
Oh.
to pitch correct myself to sing T-Pain or whatever it might
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
were we were having a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and it was definitely interesting. And then I even pulled the saxophone out to drop some,
Oh, you play an instrument too?
oh
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
We came in there and we did a little, I sang Spooky, uh, by Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. And then I grabbed the saxophone and I did the little sax solo.
Oh,
You know what
give
I
us
mean?
yes, yes. Give
So,
us a little bit of it. Could you give us a little bit of the routine that you displayed? It's holiday
well,
time, we
well,
don't
I
have to
don't.
just huh?
So I don't have my saxophone with me
Oh,
right now.
yeah.
So I can't give you the full experience.
Oh, okay.
But
Are you doing it again anytime soon? Because you should invite all of us.
yes, no, I will be doing probably a live where I just do a little bit of karaoke,
Good.
just to detox
Yeah,
because
good. I would like you to do that. Snuggles used to do karaoke lives, but something happened, and the MAGA demon got to him. He should have really stuck to doing karaoke lives. I'm gonna be honest, because you see where he's at now with politics, right? So it'd be nice if you could bring those.
yeah, no, I will. The
Yeah,
thing is though, if I do the lives, we need the people,
yeah,
to be there
yeah.
to and even join and sing karaoke themselves, right? So
Mm.
like if you feel like you want to, take a stab at a song that you want to do, it's a no judgment zone. We go crazy, and
Oh,
we can even have judges on the panel,
oh,
and things like that, that
yeah.
rate each, person. So
Yeah. We need to have some DJs. I see we got some DJs. Maybe have some DJs there helping keeping it going, right?
yeah, I
It
mean,
sounds like a nice little TikTok party, Greg. This is a good idea.
yeah, maybe we should.
Would you be willing to do a song with the Bears?
With the Russian Bears. I mean, if as long as they're not singing Russian songs, I think we'll be okay, right? We don't we don't want to have any of that.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
would sing, but I'm at work and I'm pretty sure that my coworker would murder me or
Oh,
unalive me
I know. Yeah.
if
Keep
I
it.
uh,
Okay.
if I started singing. So
Okay.
No,
Oh
I just
my.
throw a shoe at you.
Okay.
no, actually, correction. He said he would throw a shoe at me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
Well.
like when George Bush was speaking and they threw a shoe at him.
Oh,
It's
I
like the
remember
same
that. Yeah.
energy.
Oh my God. Is that really
Yeah.
someone you want to be working with? I mean, sounds
Well,
dangerous. Sounds very
that's
dangerous.
I actually love the guy that
it is a violent, like they say, I'm in the bunker.
Yeah.
So it is a
Okay.
very violent workplace, I
Fair
have to
enough.
say.
Fair enough.
Yes,
Well, listen. I mean, I hope it doesn't resort to that. But just go ahead and sing us a little bit if you can before you get out
a
of
little
here.
bit.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's worth it. Just
all right, all right.
give us a
Let
little
me
bit
let
of.
me let me get a little music queued up here because
Okay.
that's my bell, but that's okay. That's okay. We don't need bells. What are bells for? Well, because it's Christmas
Okay.
almost, right?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think I should walk in with a little bit of maybe let me see if I have what the heck. I was gonna do a Sinatra song for Christmas, but
Oh.
yeah, hold on.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm listening.
I
This is
gotta
worth it,
find
ladies
it.
and gentlemen. This is worth it.
What? Where did it go? Okay, well I guess I don't have that, so I'll just do a
All I
normal
want for
Sinatra.
Christmas is Zeus.
Of course. Let me grab one here. Let me grab a song here. One of these, and I really hope that my phone doesn't ring because that we don't have time for
Yeah,
that
we
right
don't
now.
have time. Yeah,
Uh,
we don't have
all
time.
right, hold on. Let me grab this. What the hell? Here we go. You guys hear it? Okay.
Is that a?
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. And let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me.
Whoa.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore.
Hey.
You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, be true. In other words, I love you. This is the instrumental break. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet.
Oh,
I'll
you
finish
got a
it.
little more in the chamber.
I'll finish it. Might as well. I have to look out for shoes though here. I gotta run away.
Uh-oh. Oh, they're throwing shoes at you?
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Hey! Hey!
I had to give him a little,
Thank
talent
you.
show on a
Yeah.
on a Wednesday that feels like a
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh my God, I love it. I know it does. It does feel like a Friday. Something eerie is in
Yeah.
the air for sure. Well, listen, brother T. We
Excellent.
appreciate you taking time out of your busy work schedule to come and speak
Yeah,
for
we
us
got
today on the
nothing going
Kingdom.
on. We got nothing going on, to be honest with you. Nobody cares today. It's the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
These
people are
people, I'll
traveling.
tell you, they're not doing. These people are not doing anything. They're just sitting around on their hands. Okay.
Yeah. Someone said maybe you'll perform for Trump in prison. Let's go, Johnny Stern.
Jailhouse Rock, baby.
All right.
But yeah,
Well,
I'll let you guys know if we're gonna do a karaoke live, and we're gonna get this thing going. Okay,
all right.
so I expect you all to be there. All
We
right.
will and we shall always send Zeus an invite for entertainment. I love it. All
All
right.
right.
Thank you,
See you, buddy.
Zeke.
Bye
Ladies
now.
and gentlemen, let's go. Yeah, a lot of people did let me know they're going to be traveling today, and so I get it. This is where we are. We're just out here traveling. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. All right, good morning. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. I see you, Yazzie. I gotta check in with you too, Yazzie. All right, Queen. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Oh, it's so lovely to check in with you again. All right. Now,
Hey, I've never come up before, but I
oh, I've
watch
seen
you
you.
every day.
Oh, so this means we have to ask you those questions.
Okay,
All right, all right. You know what we do, and how you answer these questions, Queen, determines your fate in the kingdom. Are you
okay.
ready?
I'm
Uh,
ready.
all right. First question. In your opinion, do you think President Biden stole the 2020 election?
Absolutely not.
Let's go! This is a good one. Next question. In your opinion, and don't, I know your friends are here, but you can be honest with me. It's just you and I. Who would you say is responsible for the attack on the Capitol on January 6, 2021?
Donald J. Trump and his MAGA demons.
The MAGA, yep, Donald Trump and the MAGA demons. You're 2 for 2. You're doing an outstanding job this morning, Queen. Oh my gosh. One last final question, and this one's going to come at you like a curveball, all right? But I think you'll get it right.
Okay.
Do you think President Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton are guilty of any crimes?
Nope, it's propaganda made up by the Russian bots and the MAGAs.
Thank you. Wow. You passed with flying colors. Wow. Thank you so much for having the courage to get in the box and answer those questions so truthfully. Now that that's out of the way, what do you got for us? This lovely. It feels like Friday, but it's
So,
Thursday. No, it's
I
today's
know.
Wednesday. Yeah. But yeah, what do you got for us?
I want to bring awareness to these young millennials and Gen Z that whatever is going on with Biden,
Uh-oh.
if any president, regardless of party, are in office right now, they would do the same thing that Biden is doing regarding Palestine and Israel. But I'm with humanity over everything. But
Correct.
I just don't want people to lose sight of what we are at risk of losing our democracy.
Do you believe that if Donald Trump were president again, that our democracy would be over as it is?
Absolutely. Because he wants to be a dictator really bad. And he is willing to do anything to get in there.
Yeah. He'll
And we
break the
can't
law.
lose sight of that.
Yeah. So what would you say? Because our good friend Tiffany, she came up here. There's a lot of images circulating on the internet. There's a lot of horror stories about what's going on in these countries. I mean, Israel and Palestine, or even Ukraine. What would you encourage Democrats, especially, but maybe even regular Americans who really care about this country? What would you encourage them to do as they, come into more knowledge about those conflicts?
I would tell people and also our leaders who are in Congress that, they need to listen to the voices of the people, the will of the people.
Yep.
And I know that's a tough decision based on our relationship with Israel. But what's going on over there could very well happen over here if we're not careful.
Bingo.
About who we put in office.
Bingo. You got to be careful what there's a saying, be careful what you wish for, right?
Yep.
And I do believe, there's a saying, all is fair in love and war. You've heard that before, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is why it's important to have good leadership at the top, right? Because when stuff like this does happen, it really is a situation where anything goes.
Right.
And you would want somebody at the top that is aware of how, like you said, the will of the people. You want someone at the top that is aware of the will of the people, but then is at the same time aware that you got to do what you got to do to defend this country. And as far as I'm concerned, while there are a lot of issues going on over in those countries, in the United States, and we talked about this yesterday, there's a lot of issues domestically that we still need a lot of resolution for.
Correct. I agree.
So,
and can I say something else?
Yep.
So, poor red states. Our people
I'm listening. You got you went mute, Queen. What happened?
Sorry about that.
You went mute. Uh-oh, you got a call. You got a call. You got to drop and then come on back up. Come on back up, Queen. I'm gonna go ahead and let you wrap it up and then come on back up. Oh yeah. This is I like today. It's a light day at the office. A light day at the office. Let's go. Come on, Queen. Where did you go? All right. Yeah, it's always when you start speaking that truth, folks start calling. All right. Oh, Dark Yazzie. You're so kind. All right. You're
So,
back.
yes, sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
So, the poor red states, our
Mm.
people don't vote like we should, and we need to definitely work hard in those states because if we don't vote, we don't know that we are being further oppressed
Mm.
because most red states, Republicans holds the majority. And I'm from Arkansas, a
Oh
little
my
town.
God. You're out
From
there
a
with
little
Sarah
town. I
Huckabee.
left there when I graduated high school, but
Good job. Are you still there or
no, no.
did you find a blue state to be in or a blue city perhaps?
Purple. I'm in Texas.
Okay, all right. That's a good start. Listen, progress isn't always a straight line. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last thing, J6,
Oh,
everybody knows we watched it live that it was not Antifa, it was not Democrats or
tell them.
the FBI,
Thank
it
you.
was Trump supporters. So
Bingo.
people need to cut it out.
Cut it out. Not one
And
second are we going to buy any of their conspiracies when it comes to January 6th, are we?
nope,
Nope. Good
nope.
job. Thank you
But
so
thank
much.
you for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And thank you for having the courage and conviction to come in the box and tell the truth on this Thanksgiving Eve. All right.
All right. Happy
All
Thanksgiving, everybody.
all right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful queen. Never forget January 6th. I don't care what these Trump supporters try to do. I will never, ever stop talking about January 6th until Donald Trump is in prison. And then when he's in prison, I'm really gonna talk about it, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. We got to check in with our good friend, Yazzie Jazzy. Oh my gosh. How are you doing, Yazzie? Oh,
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 I
I
am
thought you
a
were
little
really
exhausted.
on. That's a picture. That's one heck of a picture. What did you take? What kind of camera
Yeah,
you take? That's
I
good.
just my phone camera. I was just
Oh,
at the hospital and when I took that picture, so I thought, okay, yeah. So
oh, okay.
yes, I am.
Well,
I'm a little
well,
tired, but it's okay. It's going better. Like what we had talked about earlier is which we don't have to mention here, but it's going better. So I think there's a good
okay.
plan and there's good
Okay.
signs.
Good.
So that's really good.
Good.
So that's
Good.
a good Thanksgiving for all of us. And so I
Good.
wanted to share, give
Thank
you a
you.
good galaxy for you. You
Thank you. You
needed
didn't
that.
have to. You didn't
Oh,
have to,
I don't
but
have to
thank
do.
you. It's good to know
I
that
never have to do
everything's going
anything I
good.
want to. Yeah, most definitely.
Well,
It's been a lot for.
clickbait seems to think you have to do things, but what do you have to say to clickbait
Oh,
and his so-called
oh.
dreams?
I Okay, well, first of all, um, we also our family corporation, our farm, we offer scholarships to people who you don't have to have the best GPA. If you want to go into trade school, we'll pay the 2 year of schooling for you. We give
Mm,
up to we also pay $5,000 on deductibles for children to stay on organ transplant lists for kids. We do 2 kids a year, and then we
oh,
also will help pay for chemotherapy
mm,
for children, but now we're going into adults too because there's such a need with hopefully
right.
now with President Biden capping for elderly people, the maximum that they can charge them is $2,000 a year next year for
Mm,
prescription drug coverage. That'll help them a lot. But we've
mm,
met through many of our mutual family members and everything that have had genetic cancers that
right,
there's just a lot of need. So um, I will give always freely because it just seems to give back to the community. She doesn't
right.
own a business. What a
Yeah.
weirdo.
Yeah. So you're
Because
saying
no, no, they just
you're
it's
willing to give clickbait you're willing to help clickbait go to college? Is that what you're saying?
no,
Oh, he doesn't. You're not
no,
eligible,
I'm
clickbait. Sorry,
no, no,
clickbait.
he's not. So
He's probably
yeah,
got.
he's not eligible.
Sorry, clickbait. I was
Yeah, and we
trying,
finished
but
corn harvest.
oh,
My
okay.
uncle and my cousin, since you know where I'm at, Zeus.
Yes.
They were my uncle and my cousins finished our corn harvest this year, which is great for us. And so yeah,
Mm.
my uncle borrowed Big
Wow.
Bertha to finish his fields off. Yeah, so that was great. That was
Wow.
I don't usually
Good
hey, I
job.
don't usually like to lend her out, but he is
Yeah.
my dad's brother, and he really helped us out this year.
Wow.
I put him in my story because he really helped us out. He really well, he loves his brother, so that was
Yeah.
really nice
Yeah.
when I
Wow.
was so yeah,
Brotherly
it
love.
was a nice harvestful corn harvest. So it was a good harvest. It was a very good harvest. So
Mm.
yeah,
And so when is it all
so yeah,
over
we're
for you?
just
When do you get to rest? Because every time I check in with you, you're running the family business like a well-oiled machine. Big Bertha's up and running, and you're
yeah,
feeding the nation.
she
When
is.
does yeah?
Yeah.
When do you get some time off, Yazzie?
You know, okay, so we don't start calving. Our cattle starts calving calves at the about middle of January. So
Okay.
right now, um, like after Big Bertha is done in service, John Deere will come and pick her up and they'll start servicing her because we put her away. She only really works a month a year. Lucky her.
Oh, well,
And
not
so
bad.
all our equipment will start just getting overhauled, you know.
Yeah, yeah. For ready,
So
getting it ready for next
yes,
season.
you're ready. And so we start calving our cattle. We do Black Angus. We did add, I think in my other account, we had added some Hereford bulls
Mm.
because you start getting Black Angus cattle, like they start getting pretty possessive and they can like the moms will like they'll eat you. They will kill you.
Oh
And
my
then you try to
God.
tag their babies. So we start adding kind of the meaner cows, we like to say. We start breeding them with Hereford bulls, and Hereford cattle are the kindest, most gently. And I'm going to use a term that you actually can Google it. When you mix a Hereford bull with a Black Angus cow, you get a black baldy, a
Oh,
black baldy cow, a
what?
calf. So it's yeah, I know, right? I was like, wow, why are they calling it that? And I'm like, as a little kid, we didn't have Google or anything, and then my dad gave me literature. But so we'll
Right.
have this year we're gonna have quite a few of those. It sounds
Well,
like so.
well,
Yeah, we're just gonna
okay. Yeah,
start
I'm
calving
looking
in
at it.
January, so I
Black.
don't have a whole lot between December and January until the cows start having babies. But I am gonna. I have a lot of. We have 6 kids in hospice right now that have
Oh
less
my.
than 6 months. So
Yes.
so
All
I
right.
have that. So I will continue that good work. So yeah, that's
Well, all
about.
right.
So no,
Any
I
any ex-
never. I'm
but
gonna try to take a vacation.
good, good. You're gonna
I'm gonna try to
take
take a
you.
vacation.
All right. Well, listen. You're gonna be spending time
Uh,
with your family on Thanksgiving, correct?
like yeah, that is correct. You know where we're gonna be
Okay.
at. So yes, we're gonna
Okay.
do that. And thank you.
Thank
What are you
you.
gonna do for the holidays?
Same thing. Same thing. All right. Spending
Love
time
hearing
with
that.
family
So
and
I hope
friends. All
you know
right.
what, hopefully you guys all just have a wonderful holiday and everything, and just
Will
take care of
do.
yourselves and take care of family and take care of people. At the end of the day, the greater good of humanity, okay? And that's why we're on the right side, you know?
Well, listen, Yazzie.
So I think
Thank you so much
thank
for the
you for
update. All
every
right.
yeah,
All
thank
right. And
you.
now I will be
Enjoy
checking
you
in with
guys
you.
enjoy
All right.
yourself. Yeah, send me a text. We'll have to
All
chat.
right.
Okay.
All
Take
right.
care.
All right.
Okay.
Ladies and
Love you,
gentlemen,
the most handsome Triple H,
thank you.
the
Thank you,
most
ladies and
humble, handsome, honest.
I know you hurt Nutty's feelings when you said that, but we don't care. Thank you so much, Yazzie. I really do appreciate it. All
Thanks,
right.
guys. Take care,
All right.
everybody.
All right. The
Good to see you
beautiful
guys.
Yazzie, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her a
Thanks,
round of
guys.
applause.
Thank
No,
you.
no lies detected. It's like my grandmother always says, you got to tell the truth and shame the devil. I don't know how clickbait seems to have found himself in the doghouse in this live, but he's definitely got the ultimate MAGA demon raging through him. All right. So, ladies, please continue to give it to clickbait and keep letting him know he's not going anywhere with his lies. All right. You are wrong, clickbait. Good morning, Shay. How are you?
Hey.
All right.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to
Right.
everybody.
I didn't know we were going to do Thanksgiving Eve, but it's turned into that. Let's get it out of the way.
Sorry, I assume you're not coming on tomorrow, or are you?
I'm on the fence about it. I'm on a
Okay.
streak. I'm on a streak right now. I haven't taken a day off since
Well, that's cool. If
yeah.
you come back, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Just in case you didn't, it's good for all of us to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving for sure.
Bingo.
So I see the idiot clickbait has returned.
Oh.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah.
Why do you think clickbait keeps coming around and visiting?
He
folks
needs
like
attention.
Oh.
He doesn't get love from his family. He doesn't get attention. I think I imagine clickbait is just this lonely guy that just sits in his recliner, with his Bud Light in hand, and his Subway sandwich, and just watches football all day.
Did you say Subway? Subway
sandwich.
Dumb.
Yeah,
Wow.
ham and cheese, nothing fancy. You can't have anything. You just, you're not going to have anything weird like, porcini, peppers or anything like that.
Yeah. Probably has potato salad, maybe with raisins in it, stuff like that,
Oh, 100%. There's raisins in that and nuts and things like that that don't belong, for sure. Little paprika spread on top because, every white person loves to spread some paprika because it makes it look fancy.
Oh, wow. Clickbait.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, so that's what I envision clickbait to look like. If he's wearing pants, that would be a miracle. I mean,
oh my
pretty much got that
God.
one pegged. Thank you for
Yeah,
giving me
you got
that.
them spot on.
I'll be here all night. But yeah. So I mean, I think I wanted to come on and talk about something that's kind of serious, but then I'm like, I don't know if I really want to talk about
I mean, you might as well get it out. I mean, it's a judge-free zone in here, okay? I mean, unless you're MAGA. Is it MAGA demon stuff?
Yeah, and it's affecting our good friends on the left that are being forced to take breaks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Our good friend Mishi, and I just saw another Facts Matter come out with videos saying they're taking a break from the app because they're literally getting death threats.
Wow.
Not only them, but their families. You too, April. Holy crap. Here's my thing. It's heartbreaking, and that's the reason I don't do lives. And I'm able to join you.
HVAC, you got docs too? What the heck?
Please. Well, okay. Let me know if you literally get death threats, because I doubt you will. One thing is being doxxed, and that does happen from both sides, 100%. But there's another one where their children are getting doxxed. Family members are getting doxxed. It's insane. And it's so disgusting to see that this is, if people are entitled to their opinions, and just like, idiots like clickbait and people like that want to come in here and troll and not really add to the conversation. They don't want to listen to other people's opinions or facts or however you want to put it. And that's because they're closed-minded. They've been driven into fear so much that they literally are so angered at the idea that Joe Biden will win again. And he will. And it's something that they need to face. Yes, I know you're excited about the Palestinian thing that might cause the left to not vote for Biden. That's not going to happen. They have brains in their head. They're passionate people. They're compassionate people. And they're sad to see this going on. And yes, it needs to change, and I hope that it will change.
Right.
But there's no way in heck. I don't care what Michael Rappaport is saying. That guy needs to take a break.
Yeah.
He's not.
Michael Rappaport. That's just clickbait. What he did, that's just clickbait. I'm not falling for it.
No, absolutely. I mean, he's angry. He's angry. But what's interesting is he's not angry about Joe Biden's stance on Palestine, which I think people need to understand. He does stand with Palestinians.
Right.
But he also stands with Israel can protect itself. I mean, it's, You know, we have to remember that Hamas is not Palestine. We have to remember that Hamas doesn't even live in Palestine. The leaders live in Qatar and are billionaires. And so it's not, you know, the same. And so we're dealing with two really bad elections. You know, election of Hamas for the Palestinians, and election of Bibi Netanyahu for the Israelis. And it's really sad to see. But listen, we've got our own bad elections coming up. So we've got to stay completely focused, Americans.
Amen.
Yes, we can have, you know, prayers and fight for people's rights. And that's exactly what we should stand for, 100%.
Bingo.
But please don't give away our country, our democracy, our lives, our freedoms, our everything, because you want your leader to say a particular thing, right?
Bingo.
You want them to act a particular way. Please understand that we can save Roe v. Wade. We can bring it back. We can save people's lives. So please do not be stupid. Please don't be stupid. And understand that your life here is what will be affected. And yes, we can hope and help others as well, but don't screw it up for the rest of us, please.
Tell them, Shay.
And I just want y'all to know that. But y'all stay safe out there. And you know, I just find it sad that that's what's going on.
Yeah,
you know,
it is sad.
They're trying to silence us because they've seen us winning. You know, they haven't won anything since 2016, as Itchy always says, and it's so true. They see the writing on the wall and they don't like it.
Walls are closing in.
So they're angry. Yeah, they're doing everything they can, obviously through violence, and because that's all they know. Because they know that they're losing a grip on what they want their country to look like, and it's not going to look like that. And it's just time for you to put
wrap
your
it up
on, Buttercup, and put down that Subway sandwich and realize that you can go out and have a panini or go out and have a Cuban sandwich. Those things are amazing, by the way.
Right.
You know, reach out and try other things and spice up your life a little bit. It's a wonderful world out there if you just open your door.
You can learn a lot if you listen.
Try different flavors, talk to different people. It's awesome. It's awesome. So.
I agree.
Anyway, I love you guys. I hope everyone, I mean, I'll be around tomorrow, and my sister is luckily hosting.
Okay.
With everything going on, but I got to make up my cornbread stuffing. You know?
Oh, okay. That
Southern
kind of
cornbread stuffing. That's right. That's right.
Okay, well, let us know how it goes, and I'll try to make sure I can get on tomorrow. I'm going to try to do it.
Sounds good. I'm sure I'll see everyone around the TikTok streets. Love
all
you
right.
very much. Happy Thanksgiving. Hug your family members, please.
Will do.
Your friends. All right.
All
love
right.
you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Shay. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I'm all about the bear poking, but we're not about the threats and stuff, all right?
Hold on.
I'm about this.
You poke the bear, you're going to get the bear.
That's as far as you should go on this social media stuff. Anything outside of that, folks, leave it alone. Just take the app, delete it. I mean, delete the app if you can't control yourself. There's nothing on this app worth getting into real life crises about. I mean, really, folks. Good morning, Miss Boss Diva. Hello.
How are you? The most handsome.
Oh God! Let's go. No lies.
What's going on? Much love to you, Zeus. I'm glad you're on. I don't know if you've heard though. Seems like they have come to a ceasefire agreement between the H group folks.
Yes.
Israel. I don't know if that come across your radar yet or whatever. And that's pretty doggone cool. You know, along with Washington and Qatar. You know, so they all helped broker the deal.
And Biden was a part of it. They said.
Absolutely. Let's say, Washington, right? Washington.
This is the part that
Biden went in there and he did what he needed to do. Whatever he could do, he went and did it.
This is why.
Okay,
you're right, but this is why I keep it zipped over here, because I don't want stuff that I'm doing or saying to interfere with what I see as a very serious situation.
Oh yeah, well I do. I recognize this as a very serious situation.
Yeah, it's very serious.
It affects us either inadvertently or directly in some type of way, shape. I mean, they're talking about voting third party or sitting at home.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, this could, obviously be a tremendous deal breaker in that regard, because there is a confirmed ceasefire agreement.
Good job. Good job.
So there it is there with that. So Biden is actually being the president of these here United States. He's actually getting some type of work done, whether you see it, know it, like it, or not. Right?
Because imagine this. This could be what happens if Donald Trump were president. He could be saying things on the internet that could make things way worse for these folks that are hostages. This is why you got to be very measured when you're dealing with dangerous people. You really got to. You can't be out here trial by public opinion. It doesn't work when you're dealing with dangerous folks.
Well, let me read you a little excerpt of the AP article that, came across my radar. And it says the Israeli government said that under an outline of the deal, the H folks is to free over a 40-day period at least 50 of the roughly 240 hostages taken in the October 7 attack on Israel. And Israel is to release some Palestinian prisoners in exchange. Egyptian state media say the truce will begin Thursday morning. Egypt helped mediate the ceasefire agreement, which will bring the first respite to war weary Palestinians, in Gaza. Where more than 11,000 people have been unalived, according to health authorities.
Wow.
So that's the little excerpt of the AP article. But so that shows you that there is some negotiations going on. There is some kind of progress that they have, and their attention has been on it, right? So we're talking Washington, we're talking Egypt, we're talking, Israel, we're talking.
I think Qatar. They said Qatar was involved in the negotiation.
Qatar is involved.
Yeah.
And that completes that whole, group of folks that helped broker the deal. We
don't know what Biden's currently got in motion, or him and the other folks that are involved. We don't know what situations they are currently got in motion. And this is why I say folks need to really dial it back.
Right. The emotion is overwhelming them and really not allowing them to discern the information. And plus, you have to really sit back and watch what they're going to do anyway, because you cannot do anything about that whatsoever.
No.
And, in reality, right? What you can do, you can speak out against it or whatnot, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But when you get, to a level of disruption or misinformation or fear mongering or, just complete, and utter, dysfunction within your thought process, your critical thinking. Right. That's where we have a problem.
Bingo. Because like I've been saying, Biden is the one on the United States side that I know, him and the folks that are there, they're the ones in the war room. We're not.
Right. Exactly. And I mean, he can only do so much too. He can only say, hey, little brother, or, bro, or whatever, y'all need to dial that back. Come up with some kind of, agreement, because, that's not cool. It's not cool.
Yeah.
And you're going to end up being sanctioned or this or that. He can only really give him a reason, and basically try to, talk him into the ceasefire.
Yeah.
Right. They can't just say, stop it. And you better stop it, or we gonna, kick your behinds. We can't go that route.
No.
You know what I mean? If that was the case, I'm sure we would, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm impressed that there still aren't U.S. troops on the ground yet. I'm considering the gravity between the conflicts that are going on. I mean, there may be some, little things going on where the troops are involved, but it hasn't been no open. We need to send our troops
if anything,
to war.
They're involved in the humanitarian aid that's being, disseminated throughout that region, or at least trying to get through to that region. So they are on the right side of the equation when it comes to that, but we're not over there combating and actually, boots on the ground in that regard. But
Yeah. Tell them. Well, listen.
Absolutely. But
What any plans for Thanksgiving on a lighter note? Any
oh yeah,
Thanksgiving?
absolutely. I am going to be the one cooking as I usually am.
Oh,
You
nice.
know, so I'm going to do all the traditional stuff. You know,
Wow.
but of course, you know, with a colorful twist. You know
I
what I mean?
love it. Hey. You got some.
I'm putting seasoning on my turkey.
Oh, you ain't gonna be making none of that
No
clickbait.
raisins in my potato
Nope.
salad.
None of that clickbait potato salad.
Clickbait potato salad. Nah, you can throw that in the toilet or the garbage or something.
Listen, no matter how much you got in your bank account, clickbait, that potato salad is still garbage. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's nasty.
But evidently he don't have anything in his bank account because he's complaining about gas prices, Zeus. He's still
Again?
all kinds of prices. I mean,
Did
I
he
would
really
think a
complain?
millionaire wouldn't even worry about that kind of thing, right? You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh,
You know,
clickbait,
like do
come
like Trump
on.
and have your accountant straighten it all out for you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Get you everything you need, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Crazy.
Thank you. Listen,
Anyway, love
I
you,
love
Zeus.
it.
I'm gonna see
Love
you
you
in
too.
these TikTok streets. Have a very happy and wonderful family gathering. I'm gonna call it a family gathering. I don't do the kind of like, you know, colonialized version of it. It's all about family and, you know, hooking up like that. But anyway,
Fair.
love you,
Fair
love
enough.
Kingdom,
Love you
and
too.
y'all take care.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Miss Boss Diva. No lies detected. Oh my God. Yeah. Listen, clickbait, you are not allowed to argue. You're not allowed to argue about gas prices while we all know you drive this big, oversized black pickup truck, sir. Cut it out. All right. Good morning, CC Bear. How are you doing?
I'm doing good until one of your mods had to make a little comment to me. I
Listen,
come up every day just like everybody else. You have the same ones up every day, right?
and what else?
And when I say, Zeus, bring me up, she says, you're up every day. Give it a rest. Yeah, I'm up here
Was
every
there
day.
any lying? Is there any
What?
lies? Was there any lies detected, CC?
Were there any lies detected?
Yeah, when that whoever this moderator of mine were there lies? Were those lies?
No, it's the truth. I do come up here every day.
CC, cut it out.
Hey, Zeus. I just want to send out some.
Oh my
Zeus,
God.
I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to DM you. I've already sent you one DM, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm gonna
okay.
get you. I'm gonna get you straight. Now you gotta check on that thing for me that I want to buy. Okay.
The gator, the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you said there's only one size of the gator, but
Yeah.
all right. Listen. All right. You've twisted my arm, CC.
Okay, because look,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
I'm listening. I'm so sorry. Did I say that? I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
I'm tiny, and the large is gonna fall down, and I still wear a mask.
Oh,
So
okay.
I wanted to try. I wanted to try what you're selling.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And
okay.
I also have a T-shirt that I want. So I want to do them both at the same time.
Oh, you're gonna do a double up on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I love it.
I
All
got
right.
to support my people. I support my
Amen.
people.
Amen.
And
Amen. You're doing God's work, CC. Now you got Zeus's attention. Now this is what I'm here for. Okay.
Can I say one more thing? I would like to send.
Sure.
I ain't gonna say nothing bad. Grumpy Monk, I'm so sorry. You're in my thoughts and prayers.
Okay.
Okay. I wish you the best, buddy.
All right.
Clickbait, get your sorry behind in a live with Ange.
Oh.
Don't run. Debate her, Mr. Millionaire.
Oh.
Get your sorry behind up there and debate her. Don't be afraid.
Oh.
Okay? Clickbait, don't be afraid.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Don't be
big truck clickbait, ultimate MAGA. What does he call himself? Ultra MAGA. He's afraid of Ange.
Yeah, yeah, he is. And he said that the short time that he was in her box that he won. He didn't win a daggone thing.
Wow.
Yeah. And another thing, I want I didn't know you were in Greg's box the other night. I wanted to get in touch with you.
Oh.
But that was it was so different to have something like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The
Yeah, yeah,
singing,
yeah. The
that
singing and the
guy,
dancing.
that
Yeah.
that dude's live.
Mr. Johnny.
He has a wonderful voice.
Yeah, I
Greg,
heard him
yeah,
whisper.
Greg does well too.
Yeah.
Greg did pretty good, but that guy's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a
And pray
nice.
and prayers for the hostages. Let's hope and pray to God that they get home soon and release all of them. Um, you know, it's Thanksgiving. We need to be thankful.
Yeah.
We're
Amen.
we're so fortunate and blessed to live in a country like we have.
All right.
Because there's so many, so much going on in these other countries.
Amen.
And we need to be blessing our America.
Mm-hmm. We need to be standing shoulder to shoulder with our troops.
Yes.
They're over there doing the real hard, heavy lifting.
Yes, they are. And I want you to know that the main Russian bear is hiding in the comments.
Oh no, J Bear.
Your main bear.
Hold
That
on,
Russian,
hold
that
on. You call
Russian
the bear.
jungle.
You call the bear. You're gonna get the bear.
That
Yeah.
one? That one?
Yeah. She comes in here and hides. She doesn't think I can find her. Look, I know her. Well, listen, I hope to see you tomorrow. If not, I understand.
Okay.
But if we don't see you tomorrow, happy Thanksgiving,
All
Mike
right.
Bob.
All right. All right.
Enjoy
Same to
your
you.
dinner.
All right. Same to you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful Cece Bear.
Bye, honey. Love you.
All right. All right. Now get back out there, Cece Bear, and behave yourself. All right.
I always behave.
You
I
know.
always.
You know what you do on this app. Don't cut it out. You know exactly what you do. Okay. And when folks say this is what you do, you gotta wear your badge with honor. All right. Don't be like
I do, babe.
don't be
I
like
do.
MAGA and try to deny and say it wasn't me. It was the FBI. All right. Fair enough.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, you are totally welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful Cece. All right, I'll bring up you. I see you, April. All right, let's go. Ange, what's going on? There's a lot of talk about clickbait in the comment section. Is he really crying about gas prices? But on his profile, he has that big black pickup truck.
See, this is what I was going to say. Of course, the big black pickup truck, and like Shay's already mentioned down there, we know what this means. I don't have to go into it further. I actually wasn't going to come up, but Miss Cece Bear has called me out about having a debate with clickbait.
Oh.
And I do want to clarify, he keeps saying in the comments that he has proven everyone wrong. What he is talking about is he came onto my live a week or two ago, maybe just a week ago. You might have been there, Zeus. I'm not sure.
I saw him in ultimate MAGA demon form. And
Yes.
he showed us his house, though. We give him that.
He did, and I will say it is rather nice. It is rather nice.
Yeah.
It's
But we
not
know he
really-
got that money to buy that house off of fraud. It looked just like Mar-a-Lago, if you ask me. And so
it's not
it's
real.
fraud.
Yeah. It's not. It's definitely not worth $1 million. He's copying his leader by conflating his assets in more than one way. If you know what I'm saying.
Bingo.
But anyhow,
We got our MAGA goggles on, clickbait. Everything you're selling, we see right through it.
and I would love to debate you. Oh, HVAC. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the roses. You're so sweet. Oh, HVAC. Oh my goodness. I came up here with a unique problem, Zeus.
What's that?
Well, I'm hosting dinner tomorrow, okay? And so my daughter calls, and my son-in-law's family, they don't really have a place to go for Thanksgiving. And she said, Mom, could they come over? Here's the thing. They are MAGA demons.
Oh, Lord.
Zeus, here's the thing. I'm trying to be kind. However, I think they kind of know a place to go because they spent all their money on their Trump gear.
Oh. And
So
now they
I'm
want to come once again have the Democrats bail them out.
exactly. You see exactly where I'm going with this. And
Wow.
the true Democrat that I am, I have a
Wow.
heart. I have a heart.
Oh,
And I
God.
have said, you know what? Bring them over. Bring them over.
This is.
Everyone deserves a
Uh,
meal. It's
uh,
tough. Zeus, it's tough. I mean, what the heck am I supposed to
do they
do?
know you are a proud
Oh,
Democrat?
they know. They are very clear.
So this is them testing you.
It is. Gosh, dang it. It's so hard. But I'm trying to be a good example to my
Well,
children.
this is what I'm going to need you to do.
What? Yes, please tell me.
Get that Zeus shirt out that you got and make sure
Oh,
you wear that all around them. All right.
I think that is a great idea.
And maybe we should get some Biden gear. All right. And throughout the whole Thanksgiving, I want you to remind them of how cheap Thanksgiving is because of President Biden. Ask them about those gas prices come down. And
I
let them
will.
do all they can to get themselves thrown out of your house. Sort of like we do with Snuggles when we tell the truth. All right, Dark Ange? Can you
Exactly. And I was thinking about wearing some Biden gear, sweatshirts, whatever. But here's the thing, I don't have any because I don't worship him.
Right.
I like him and I
Yeah.
think he's doing a great job, but I don't worship him, so I don't really buy those things.
And
So
the
I'm
Keep It
thinking,
Clean shirt will do. It
yeah,
will.
I'm definitely wearing Keep It Clean. I'm probably gonna print some pictures out though,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
and maybe laminate them and use them as like
Yeah.
paper.
I wish I could go live at your house, right, when you're about to cut turkey and eat dinner. And I would love to lead all of them in a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you
Well, if
for
you're gonna
bringing
be
us all.
around
Yeah.
3 o'clock,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would love that, but I'm assuming you have your own
Yeah, I
plans.
know. I wish, but I would definitely say the greatest prayer, and I would be mindful to make sure I name drop President Biden. All right.
Oh, I definitely will.
Yeah.
My I have a 13-year-old daughter and she's petty just like her mother, and she's very into politics already. She loves our president, and we are already coming up with things
Tree.
that we will be. I'm not joking, Zeus, when I say we have a list of
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
how we will just subtly bring up our president.
Oh, I
Uh,
love it. Make them so uncomfortable that they get their live taken down. I love the approach, Ange.
So,
Yeah.
but still setting a good example for the children, but also getting a point across,
Yeah, yeah,
if that makes
yeah.
sense.
Thank God Biden was in office. We could afford Thanksgiving this year.
Absolutely. I
Don't you
really
all
hope you
agree?
appreciate me.
Yeah. And then if it all goes down, if that doesn't work, just mention January 6th and talk about the number of people that have been convicted, all right?
Exactly. One last thing. Clickbait was bragging about his pool.
Oh, God, this guy clicked.
Mud puddles do not count as pools. And that's what I saw. That's what I saw, clickbait.
Thank you, Ange.
I'm sorry. Anyhow, everyone have a great holiday, however
All
you
right, all right, all right,
celebrate.
all right.
Take care.
You too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful clickbait. Clickbait. I mean, this is kind of interesting and hilarious at the same time. I mean, it's like on one side, uh, we see that you might be doing good, but then on the other side, you're not doing so good. It's interesting. Good morning, April.
Good morning. I didn't know that holding a sign on the side of the road pays that good.
Woo! Wow. We gotta let clickbait defend itself. I
want to talk about, all the new footage that they've released. And how everyone's saying what's going on and everything. Can I ask you a question, Zeus?
Yeah, absolutely. Ask away.
So the protest that happened in front of the White House, the BLM, the George Floyd.
Okay, yeah, the real protest.
And do you remember when Trump, he got rid of the protesters by using the guard and the police to move
Yeah.
them all out of the way, tear gas them.
Yeah, he
Oh,
found
oh
out
my
how to
God.
get the National Guard, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
So if it was Antifa and BLM at the insurrection,
Right?
why did he sit on his ASS
Oh.
and not do anything
Mm.
for 3.5 hours? We
Mm.
know he doesn't care about BLM or
Nope.
Antifa.
Yeah.
Why didn't he go in there with his tear gas
Mm.
and his stuff and stop it? That's the question. It makes no sense, people. Everyone knows it was MAGA.
Yep.
Everyone knows it was MAGA. You don't. It just.
Yeah.
I just
You
think
wait. Let me ask you this way: what percentage of you thinks it was Antifa?
zero.
Oh, you just went.
Why
How about
would
this?
Antifa? Why would Antifa want to stop certifying Biden as president?
Let me ask this question. How about
Why
this one?
would they
What
stop it?
percentage of you thinks it was the FBI?
Zero.
Oh. How about what percentage of you thinks it was BLM?
Zero.
Oh, God. How about this? What percentage of you thinks it was the Trump supporters?
100.
I guess I'm gonna have to go with you on that one too. Wow. They
And, and another thing I want to there's a few things, but what Shay was talking about, how it's hard for creators. Everyone, I'm telling you, you know that I would do a show every day.
Right.
You know, every evening.
Yeah.
It is a stressful, time consuming, and you have to you constantly reading.
Yeah.
You have to keep up on current events. You have to know what's going on. And there's outside forces, you know, when you're trying to work all day, it gets rough. But I want you all to appreciate Zeus. Every day he comes in here at 6 a.m. Eastern time. I mean
6:30.
9 a.m.
Oh.
9 a.m. Eastern time.
All right. 6:30. Well, it'd be
Yeah.
9:30 your time, I think.
Yeah, 9:30.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You're right.
But show some it's hard work, y'all. But it got a little plus all the negativity that happens, which you know of, Zeus. You're
Yep.
constantly you get 100 messages a day, being told everything. You know that you don't deserve to live. You know that you could take all this stuff and put a 223 between your eyes. All kinds of wonderful stuff.
Mean stuff.
Oh yeah.
The MAGA
And
demon.
one more little thing, and I usually don't take a lot of time, but one more little thing to the Gen Z voters that are saying they are not going to vote for Biden.
Right.
The whole thing, it was to protest funding a war. Bottom line, it wasn't against Biden.
Right.
And if you want to hold someone really accountable, hold Donald Trump.
Oh.
Because during his presidency,
Uh-oh.
he was chosen the most pro-Israel president of all time in funding. He gave 700 million. He added 700 million to the already billions of dollars that we sent to Israel. He moved the embassy to Jerusalem, which caused a whole nother fighting against the Palestinian people and Israeli.
Wow.
Then he handed over the Golan Heights. Handed it to him, signed it, said, here it is, you can have it.
Wow.
So you need to make sure, do the backdrop and see who's worse. So when you decide that you're not going to vote for Biden, you're hurting America. You're hurting all the progress that we're trying to make. And you've got to stop saying this. This does not help your cause. This does not help anything. You can feel passionate and you can feel so empathetic and compassionate for the people and what they're going through. But our country, we have to stick with Biden.
Thank you.
Because we cannot let our humanity for Americans and our rights and everything be stripped away. And you know what's going to happen.
Bingo.
So get
April
your
spot
head out
on.
your ass.
Oh, she did that.
Hold your beliefs and what you feel important.
Yes.
You know, it's important. And protest. Yeah, you want to protest.
Yeah.
Stop funding. But this is not on Biden's shoulder. The most Palestinian people pro-president, Jimmy Carter, funded Israel. So I need you all to stop.
I need you all to listen to April and stop too.
So just go back in history and look at it. You want someone like Trump, which would have probably already put forces on the ground there?
Yep.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Everybody, please support Zeus and show appreciation to him because he really does do a great job. And I've been here for a long time, Zeus, every morning.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate all of you coming in and tuning in, helping keep this going. All right, it really does make it makes it all worth it. All right, and thank you, April, as well.
Have a great Thanksgiving and have
You
a great
too.
day, sweetie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful April. Yeah. That's to get up and do these lives day in and day out. It definitely does require sacrifice, but when you are truly when you're committed to doing the right thing, it's really actually not that bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I've been doing it for quite a while. Actually, it's so easy now in terms of just going through my routine that it's not as stressful as it used to be. All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We only got 4 more people after this, and I'm going to get to each and every single one of you. And then we are out of here. Good morning, Sister Dakisha. How are you doing?
Hey Zeus, how are you?
I'm all right. Happy Thanksgiving Eve.
Thank you. I'm got my turkey wings on right now, so I can see about my dressing.
Are you doing the cooking too?
Well, I cook at home, and then we have a family dinner, so I had to do the collard greens and
you
mac and
said
cheese for
collard
the family
greens.
dinner. Oh yeah, and I threw them smoked neck bones over in there too.
Did you like some mac and cheese?
Oh man, I'm the best mac and cheese maker you ever want to meet in your life.
You gonna get some of that ham too?
Come on in now. Guess what else I did? Guess what else I'm doing?
Get some black eyed peas?
No, but look, I got some oven baked ribs.
Take me, Lord.
I'm gonna slide them in the oven.
Oh, take me, Lord.
Threw me a little of that Dale seasoning on it.
Oh my God.
Oh, you better come on with it now.
Oh my God. Hallelujah. Now you gonna have some of that peach cobbler, perhaps?
Man, that's my favorite dessert.
Oh my God.
I love peach cobbler
on us, man. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting so hungry. Let me my big
But I could afford all that because of Bidenomics. Yeah. I told you I might have a little beef Wellington on the side. Yeah. Expensive stuff. I couldn't find that $90 Louis Vuitton turkey that Fox 6 was talking about. When he said him and his wife spent $90 on the turkey.
Yeah.
I looked in the Louis Vuitton sale paper, and so that's probably where he went to get his turkey, Louis Vuitton.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, that's the only person gonna charge you $90 for a turkey when the price of turkey is down this year.
Wow.
So we ain't even finna deal with them, and all they do is lie and keep getting sued. They need to get sued again.
Bingo.
But listen,
talk to them.
Clickbait need to stop it with the gas prices because gas so low in Alabama that I keep filling up the tank just to ride around the neighborhood.
Right.
That's just how low gas is. He needs to stop all his lying. It's okay not to be for Biden, but ain't no sense of being a liar.
Wow.
Just don't even discuss it if you got to lie about it. Just hush. Goodness gracious.
He lying about gas prices and then saying he a millionaire. It don't make sense.
Who pay attention to gas prices and they a millionaire? Come on, Zeus.
Clickbait.
Come on, Zeus.
If
he a millionaire, then Donald Trump got real hair. He ain't no millionaire.
Oh.
Just stop it.
Oh, so you think he's inflating the value of his assets?
He inflated them just like that inflated Trump balloon they had flying across that country with that diaper on that
Oh,
thing.
Lord. Donald Trump's a baby and wears a diaper.
You know, since they said they respected him so much in other countries. You ever seen a Goodyear blimp of Biden?
No.
You ever seen a blimp of Biden with a diaper on?
No.
You ever seen a blimp of Biden, doing anything?
No.
Okay, but we saw it of Trump, so they didn't respect Trump.
They don't
Stop
respect
the lies,
Trump.
y'all.
The world didn't respect him. They need to stop that lie. Every time you say, you know what? Every time they say that Trump got respect, we're going to have to
Bring
show
up
that
the balloon.
Bring
up the balloon. Yeah, bring it up, Zeus. But listen.
This guy's so easy.
Two serious things.
All right, let's get into it.
I think it's sad that people got to get death threats because they are on a different side than you are.
Correct.
Well, they got to stop doing their lives that are informative for their side because you're butthurt because y'all keep losing. You ever seen anything like these people say they not in a cult, but yes, they are. They're in a cult. Their brains have turned to soup. They don't understand logics. They don't understand anything because who gonna threaten somebody because of an election or because you're a Republican, that person a Democrat, or this person is a Democrat and you're a Republican? That is crazy to me.
Beyond.
That lets me know that, you're in a cult and you need to go and find the nearest real priest and see if he can pray that cult up out your deranged mind. Deranged.
Yeah.
Now,
tell him.
The second thing I'm going to say is this. And I might step on some toes, just move them back and get you some doctor shows.
Okay.
I kept telling people that I know, more than one, probably about 5. I said, hey, y'all stop having these lives about Israel and Hamas.
Why?
Because it's hurting Biden.
Bingo.
You can't have a live and talk about what he's doing that's upsetting you and saying what he need to do to stop it, and then think these young people are gonna think, well, we need to vote for him. You've already put it out there that he doing something that's not good, and you know how young people are. Their minds are very susceptible. So if they hearing this every day, these people coming on your lives, you gaining sympathy for the people of Palestine, which, we all had sympathy for the people of Palestine. But what I'm saying is this. Everybody listening, they hearing these stories, they gaining all this sympathy, and now they looking at Biden like he just the devil himself.
Wow.
It wasn't the war or the people of Palestine or Israel.
Hey, come on back now. Come on back. The devil trying to steal. Come on back. We gotta drop it. Come on back up. Hold on. Come on back up, Sister Dakisha. The devil out here trying to steal, kill, and destroy. Oh no, get this truth out here. All right. She got a call and it interrupted her, I believe, or something happened. All right.
I'm sorry, Zeus. I'm sorry.
No apology needed.
It wasn't them. It was us talking about it constantly that put it in these children's heads that Biden is doing something bad. And our children have empathy for different groups and different things that's going on. So if we had just left it alone, right? Because now they had a ceasefire. Guess what? In about 15 more days, nobody's going to be talking about it. But the damage has already been done. And it's hard to change a young person's mind once they get it set on what they're not going to do. So if it hurts them, blame yourselves.
Yeah. Do you think that, because, is it that we shouldn't have these conversations because are they misinterpreting us being critical of Biden, perhaps? You think, is that, I guess what I'm trying to say is, are the conversations we're having about it giving the impression that we're somehow saying Biden is responsible for it when all we're really trying to do is be critical?
That's what it is, Zeus. But it's okay to have a conversation, but an everyday conversation. Real. If somebody tell you something every day constantly, that's how
it's a problem.
That's how Trump got his supporters so strong behind him, because every day he swear this election been stolen, this election been stolen, this election been stolen. He going to rallies, this election been stolen, this election been stolen. So now it's seared in their minds. The more you talk about something with people, the more it sears in their minds, and that's what's happened. So now we got to go back and say, listen, it wasn't Biden. He just sat over here and negotiated, helped with a ceasefire, and they're going to be looking like an.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell them something different every day and then come back one day and make the man look good. That's just like telling your child that their daddy is a deadbeat.
Oh.
You've been telling them ever since they've been little, your dad is a deadbeat. And now all of a sudden he come by on Christmas and
Well,
you
what
say,
you
your
supposed to
dad
do
is
when they daddy ain't
look,
around?
your dad is a good dad.
Oh.
Which one you think that child gonna believe?
Oh, probably the good one.
No, the deadbeat, because that's the one you've been beating them in the head with.
Facts. No lies detected. This happens every
I
day in
know people
America.
passionate about it, and I know they want to talk about it, but it was a dangerous thing to do, in my opinion.
So you're saying there's some cleanup work we got to do?
We got to get the mop and glow. We got to get some Swiffer sweepers. We got to get some Windex, and we got to clean this thing up, and we got to explain to these children that are going to come up and be voting with us that we had a strong Democratic base. We got to explain to them what really happened.
Yeah.
Versus our feelings. We got to get them to understand.
Amen.
Don't take your vote from Biden, because this was not his doing. He only did what he was supposed to. He's the president of the United States. Israel is our allies. He got to say what got to be said.
Yep.
That doesn't mean that's how he feel when he get home.
Nope.
But he got to do what he got to do on the national stage, because he is the president. We don't know if he was at home praying for the Palestinians or not.
Tell him.
So we just gave him a false sense of what he believed and what he was really trying to do. And that just messed a lot of stuff up.
Tell him, Sister Takesha.
So from now on, we got to be careful the message that we spread.
Amen.
Across these TikTok streets.
Tell him.
And that's all I'm going to say on this.
All right. Well, listen, I'm glad that we put that out there, because that's what this is about, right? We're educating and entertaining at the same time.
Correct.
All right. Well, have a great rest of your day and your Thanksgiving Eve, and I hope to see you tomorrow, or at least see you passing through the comments.
Oh, I'll be here.
All right.
All right, Zeus.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Sister Takesha. No lies detected. I guess that's what it is. Yes, more blocks, Zeus. Oh my gosh. All right, we got 3 more guests, and Clickbait will be the last guest. All right, you know that. I'm going to give him an opportunity to respond to his critics before I get up out of here. All right, said he said, and then bam, and then Clickbait. Let's go. We're almost out of here. Said he said, going once, going twice. So it looks like Said he said has left the building. Oh my gosh. Sorry. All right. Said he said, have a great Thanksgiving, and then we're gonna do Dark.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing? Dark.
I'm doing great because I started my day with you.
Oh, thank you, Bam. I appreciate it.
You all make me feel good.
Really? Well, I try my best to, right? It's something we got going on here that I think helps people get their morning started.
It's been a hellish 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Right.
You know?
It really has.
And we're not done. But we got to be strong.
You too, Cindy.
You know, and we have to take care of these young people.
Yes.
I mean, you know what? When I was 20, I was anti-war. I was anti, tanks stalling in the desert. You know, I knew how LSD got here, and I was so mad. You know.
Yeah.
And we
so
all
you've
go
been
through
there. You've been where they're at right now. You can relate.
Everybody
to what they're
has.
doing.
You guys went through 9/11 as kids. Yeah. I mean, so we all have gone through it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, today we see more of it than we did. Well, I take that back. And during Vietnam, we saw it on TV.
Yeah.
And then it was Bush who said, with the Iraq war, he didn't want us televising. He wouldn't even let him televise our dead coming home.
Oh, wow. I
Yeah.
remember
And in
that vaguely.
Vietnam, we saw them on their gurneys, coming out of the jungle. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that was one of Bush's things. So now our kids, they would freak out if they saw those numbers coming home.
Yeah.
So, but
No,
yeah,
no, valid point.
what was really frightening for me, and I've been listening to the young kids in lives, is they actually started a fandom for Hamas.
Really?
They're freedom fighters, and
Wow.
they're buying all the scarves, and they don't know, the money's going to Hamas.
Mm.
And you're like, oh my gosh. And they're not freedom fighters,
Mm.
especially this last 2 years.
Wow.
And so now Yemen, is getting involved. And I encourage everybody, when these countries get involved, or we're with people, we're watching things go on, do some research and see where they're really coming from and what they're doing in other countries. And the one thing, oh yeah, the Bin Laden letter was really popular. And
Yeah.
I read that didn't have any message of importance to me.
No.
No, it didn't. But I'll tell you,
It's
through
a battle.
time,
It's not just a physical battle. I really do believe this battle is also over a lot of the hearts
it's
and souls.
spiritual.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I saw a poll today that I hope it's not true that only 50% of Americans are supporting Ukraine. And the whole time,
Wow.
those soldiers, they didn't say boo. They didn't say boo. And they're like, you know what? We're going through this every day for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
And they don't put everything on TV.
No.
We wouldn't be able to stomach it. So, my soldier, he just got released from the hospital after 2 weeks for that shrapnel.
Wow.
And he came out to snow and rain, and he's heading back to the front.
Tell him, man.
What do you say to somebody? What do you say to somebody like that? I'm trying to hold him up, and he's not here, so I can talk about it. But
Okay.
what do you say to somebody, a young man who's been doing this since 2019?
How old is he?
He's 31.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, never been married.
Wow.
Nope, he's been in it since the beginning. Since 2019.
Wow.
So, anyways,
That's
this
tough.
this is all connect. They're anticipating Iran's new missile, and our government, and all morning and all night last night, the White House, our Pentagon, they're putting out the warnings, and that's from Iran.
Right.
And this Yemen, these Houthis are Iran, just like Hamas is Iran. And so I'm sure everybody remembers that Woman Life Freedom
Yeah.
movement, right?
Yeah.
That's still going on.
Wow.
All those women and children in Gaza, that's going on. If you look in all these countries where they're fighting, these factions are fighting and
Right.
backed by Iran, all the women and children are starving.
Wow.
There's like a culture that seems to think it's okay for women and children to suffer. So, and I've been looking at this for 40 years and it hasn't changed.
Yeah. It's not going to change in one term either with Biden.
It's instead of, it's a woman and children thing, I think that we have to stop and think about,
Bingo.
yeah. So let's put that aside. I'm done.
All right. Well, you take care.
I want to say
Don't
happy
you-
Thanksgiving. That's what I want to say. And
All right.
I really appreciate all of you. And April, I am so sorry you went through that. And it is dangerous, guys. When you get somebody threatening you, seriously,
Yeah.
go to the FBI website and just report it.
Bingo.
We had, remember Tatiana went to
Yeah.
Ukraine?
Yeah. I remember her.
We had people follow her.
Wow.
Yeah. We had people follow her, and it was scary. We got it taken care of, but it was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's some
Be
really
careful out here. Yes.
there are some really
Bad actors,
diabolical
dangerous.
people here on
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah,
Yeah. So they've got the Russians watching all my videos.
yeah, yeah. You're
So
spot on though,
yeah,
Bamba.
yeah. So everybody take care of these young people and remember when we were this age, in their 20s and what they're growing up with. I mean, they've grown up with what, 8 years of vitriol
Yeah,
and people trashing our country and acting crazy, and they have to worry
yeah.
about hiding at school. I mean,
Wow.
we have to be gentle with them and appreciate that they have a heart.
Fair enough. All right,
Yeah.
Bamba.
So I have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everybody. I have a lot to be thankful for.
All right, you two stay safe out there and
You
make
too.
sure you celebrate Thanksgiving or
Yeah.
festival or however you call it. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you so
Yep.
much. All
Love
right.
you, Zeus.
Love you too,
Bye.
Bamba. Ladies, let's give Bamba a round of applause. All right. We're gonna bring up the crowd, the man of the hour, clickbait, to defend his honor. Ladies and gentlemen, get the tomatoes ready. Clickbait, is there anything you'd like to clear up?
Zeus,
Yeah.
one thing I'd like to prove is that if your minions say that Donald Trump has a cult, you have a cult.
No, that's not true. These are all
That's
people.
so true.
These are people committed to the truth.
No.
Clickbait.
No one's committed. No one's
Well,
committed to
how
the
how
truth.
would you define a cult? Let me just make sure we're on the same page.
People that come on your live, they tell you they love you, they have no clue who you are, they've never met you before. That's a cult.
Mm.
Just like Trump has. Yeah, same thing.
So you're saying Donald Trump has a cult?
Of course he does.
Are you in it?
No, I'm not part of the cult.
Oh well, I think you are a clickbait. You're ultimate. What was that? What was that clickbait?
I'm showing you my mud puddle. You see, she said I had a mud puddle. Does that look like a mud?
It was Ange lying because I remember what she said. No lies detected.
And just lying. Does that look like a mud puddle to you?
I can't see
How about that?
anything. You turned the camera off.
No, the camera's on.
Oh, okay,
You see
okay.
it?
Yeah. Okay. It's sideways. It's sideways. Okay. Let me see. Okay.
Does that look like a mud puddle to you? No.
I can't see the water in it yet. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, he's a pool cleaner. Okay. They're saying you clean pools for a living. Oh, okay. That looks nice. That looks nice.
This is my house. I told you I was putting a pool in and building an addition on the back of my house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay.
See? I live in a diverse neighborhood.
Oh.
Black family, Hispanic family, greenhouse Hispanic family, another black family over there, and 4 white families.
Oh, okay. Okay. So how many people live in your neighborhood? Did you say 10?
No, there's 12 families altogether.
Okay. And so, when did you acquire this house? What year? Because you said
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
2017.
And it cost $700,000 when you purchased it, or are you saying that's the value now? Clickbait. Is that a lawnmower?
No, it's worth $725 right now.
Oh, is that a lawnmower over there in the corner?
Yeah. Well, I
where's the
can't
grass?
do I got to put sod down, man. I just redid the yard. And
okay.
It rained today.
And the funds for this project were all obtained legally, huh?
Of course, yes.
No lying and cheating on the numbers, perhaps with your accountant or your controller, because Donald Trump does that.
No, because my bank doesn't allow that. My bank does all the appraisals themselves. They don't allow you to self-appraise.
I've heard this story before, believe it or not. Could you believe it?
They don't allow you to self-appraise.
Okay. And so
so we can agree. We can agree that.
Is that a peace sign right there? Is that a peace sign?
No, that's a
yin yang. Yin
yang.
Yang. Oh my God. Okay. So we can agree what, clickbait? I'm
That's
definitely
not a mud. That's a swimming pool, not a mud puddle. Thank you very much.
To be quite honest, wait.
Hold on. Let's take you out front. Hold on. I'm gonna take you out front. Everyone says.
Why does the pool shape like that? Normally, a pool is like people can do laps in a pool. What's that about?
Because you can do. The pool is 36 feet side to side.
Mm-hmm.
When you walk up to it, it's 13 feet wide right here with steps going down into the pool.
How deep is it?
And
How deep is it?
5 feet.
Oh! You couldn't go
And
deeper.
the back, no, it's a sport pool, so you can play volleyball, basketball, and shit like that.
Okay, we'll keep it clean. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is clickbait right here. Listen, Ange put the pressure on him, and he's giving us. He's
Yeah.
trying to
See,
clear up the.
I put the new bifold door in. There was a window there.
Oh, okay. You did that yourself, or you hired folks to do that?
No, I did the majority of this myself.
Oh, okay. So you're a handyman. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Look, if
Is
I
that
only
wait. Is that CNN?
No, Fox News, my man. I don't watch CNN.
Oh God! I knew it.
There you go. You
They
want to
don't
see
like
something?
it. Okay, let's go.
You want to see something nice news? There you go.
Oh my God. Okay. Look at all those
You
helmets.
like some nice memorabilia?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, Dorset. Okay. Ryan. Okay. Griffey. Okay. This is where the lies are cooked up at. This is where you cook up all your lies.
Yeah, that's where I cook up all my lies.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys, Duke Blue
Okay.
Devils. Those are
Oh
my
my.
teams.
Okay. Let's keep going. I like this. Oh wait. Oh, is that the captain's chair right there? What are you doing right there?
Yeah, that's where the business gets done, my man.
Okay.
Business gets done.
This is where all of the fraud occurs. All right. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's where all the fraud
I'm
occurs. Hold
kidding.
on a
I
second.
can't confirm there's fraud, ladies and gentlemen, but he's
Let
trying
me
to
get
just.
you outside.
Oh.
There's the truck.
Okay. There you go. Okay. What is that? What's the brand of that truck? Is that a GMC or is that a Nissan? Which one?
It's a Nissan Titan.
Okay, I figured I knew. My eyes are still working. So these are. Why do you complain about gas prices and stuff like that?
I
Clickbait.
don't. I was saying gas. No, dude, I can afford gas. I was talking about the poor people. You guys
Oh,
complain that gas prices are low. You got poor people that have to sit and figure out whether they're going to eat or put gas in their car.
you're
You know
speaking
what I'm
for the
saying?
poor people, but you're living in the
Yes,
big
because
house.
Democrats hate poor people. You want to see some more stuff?
No, wait a second. You speak
Huh?
for the poor people, clickbait.
Yes, I speak for the poor people.
This is a play straight out of Donald Trump's playbook.
Yeah, this is where the
Right.
magic.
You
Look,
collect.
magic happens right there. That's where the magic happens.
Woo! You did the magic.
That's where King Clickbait takes his showers. Right in that big ass shower. So
Oh
now
my
y'all
God.
can kiss my rosy red butt. How
Get
about
out of
that?
it. Keep it clean. Nobody's kissing anything. This is definitely way less than what we expected. Clickbait. I'm gonna be honest. I've been in
Way
houses like
less.
listen. Where's the elevator? Where's the elevator?
What do
Where's
I
the
need an elevator for, dude? I
where's
don't
the
live in a.
gate? Where's
I
the
don't live in
gate
a.
around the property? Where's the
I
golf
don't waste
course?
my money.
Where's the golf
I don't.
course?
I don't waste my money on shit, dude.
Oh, okay. Where's the
Why would
golf
I?
course? You don't golf?
Of course I golf.
Oh, okay. Where's the golf bags?
You want to see the golf bag?
No. Okay, and I would like for you to turn the channel. Okay, please take Fox News off, please.
No. You need to see. You need to see the golf bag. Let me see. I
Yeah.
think it's. It might
Okay.
be in here. Let
Let
me
me
see.
see. Oh, okay. You got to
Let
reach
me see.
for them. They're hidden somewhere.
Let me see.
Who
Yeah, I
keeps the
haven't golfed.
house?
I haven't
Who
golfed
keeps
much.
the house clean? Who keeps the house
There you
clean?
go. There's a golfer. There you
What
go.
brand? What brand is that? What brand is that?
Those are Cobras.
Okay. That's a solid. Who keeps the house clean over there? Clickbait.
Those are Titleist.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Now who keeps the house
Okay.
clean?
My wife does.
Oh,
Of course.
okay.
I don't clean house. That's a
What's the
woman's work.
spread? What's the square footage of this property?
3,500.
3,500. Okay. How many bedrooms?
5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms.
Oh, okay. Who does the cooking?
My wife does.
Oh, okay. How many dogs we got?
I'm showing to you.
Oh, look at the cute little dogs. Oh my God, those are some cute dogs. Oh my
All
goodness.
4 are cheetahs.
Now, why is the washing machine and dryer over there in the corner? Clickbait.
Because I just got a new one. You need one? Those 2 are for sale.
Actually, how much are they for?
$250 a piece.
Well, send them my way and write it off on your
They cost
taxes.
$1,000 each about 5 years ago.
Send
So.
them my way and write it off on your taxes. All right. You've been writing everything else off on your taxes. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, look at those cute dogs. Those are some cute dogs. I got to give it to you for that. Okay, that's about the only thing in the house that I could actually give it to you on. Okay,
This is my house. This is my house dog. She's going through chemotherapy right now.
Okay. Wow. She's doing all right. I didn't know dogs could have chemotherapy. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. A lot of people are saying the dogs are cuter than you, clickbait. What do you got to say about that?
they are.
Oh, okay. And
I
so
love my
I'm
dog.
assuming this is where Thanksgiving is going to go down at.
No, I'm not. We're not doing Thanksgiving. I mean, we're going to eat a little bit, but we're not doing a whole big Thanksgiving this year.
Okay, so you're not doing it there, is what you're saying. You're going somewhere else.
Yes, we're going somewhere else.
Okay. Well. Listen. I got to give it to you. This has been quite the morning experience. All right. Thank you for letting us tour your house and confirm that you do live as you say you do. But next time, we would like to check your tax returns. All right.
Tax returns?
Yeah. All right.
No, can't let you do that.
No.
My tax returns,
I have a lot of tax experts here. Clickbait.
my tax returns look like Donald Trump's. You can't look at them.
Exactly. All right, but listen, I know a nice house when I see one. All right, and that's a very nice spread that you got. All right.
Yeah, I write off everything, my man. Everything but the
All
kitchen,
right.
everything but in the kitchen sink.
Okay, but please, you don't speak for the poor people. I want you to
I do
understand
speak
this.
for the poor people.
That's a grifting exercise that you've been doing to get people to donate to
No,
you.
I
I
love
get it.
poor people.
Oh, where we're going?
No.
MAGA Wi-Fi is struggling. Oh,
I'm going to the gym.
and she's taking
Going
you
to the gym.
somewhere. And she's taking you somewhere. Oh my gosh, Ange, this. Oh my
I just
god.
proved Angie. Hey, is Angie in there? Hey,
Ange is
I would have
there.
kept talking. I would have kept talking in the things, but your Dark Yazzie muted me for your live.
Well, Yazzie has.
Your minions always mute me.
Yazzie can do whatever. They all can do whatever they want. You just gotta behave, clickbait. All right, act civilized. All right. Now listen. I don't want to go watch you go to the gym and sweat. I think we've seen enough. But I gotta wrap it up, my good friend. All right. Have a good Thanksgiving, clickbait. All right. And thank you for the way to end the show. Thank you for the entertainment. All right.
You do the same.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Clickbait. He was a good sport. He turned his camera on. Look at that, Ange. Ooh, Ange, go ahead. There you go. I'm done. Woo, I can't take TikTok anymore. TikTok has definitely gone off the rails today. This is wild. All right, man. I'll catch you later, Clickbait.
All right, Susie.
All right, listen, he called me Zeusy. Cut it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Clickbait giving us a tour of how he lives. I don't know what to say, but I hope you all enjoyed it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care. I got to get up out of here. Love you and stay safe out there in these TikTok streets.
Scoop Opens, the most handsome in the kingdom.
And I really am the most handsome. Let's go. It's a great live, right?
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus.
I like to act the fool. Thank you. Angel.
Thinking that you're cool till I pull up like Zeus.
Thunder in the sky, light you up. Listen, it's Thanksgiving Eve. Come on, we can be nice.
I'm brighter than an eagle. Took a long time to get here and I'm feeling brand new.
If you living like a bum, get away from me, fool. I got money on my mind. I can't leave it up to you. Better go work out, Clickbait. I did notice that your muscles weren't quite protruding. They could have been protruding a little more, champ. Get in there and lift those weights. All right. Do it like Donald Trump says. Dallas, welcome. Yeah, let's go. Great. Let's go. There's Boss Steve out. I'm catching all these snakes
like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me.
Let's go. Now leave Clickbait alone now. He's really trying, alright? He wants to be loved, alright? Leave Clickbait alone. Mrs. Silk, I see ya. Hey. And even if you buy the Zeus gear, it doesn't mean you're in a cult.
Call me Zeus. I'm hotter than Hades and I'm burning down the roof.
You say you wanted facts, well, I'm living proof.
I've been waiting for this moment now. I gotta choose. If you play around with love, then you're guaranteed to lose. I didn't make the game of rules, so don't play me like a fool. If you can't swim, don't be in the pool. Even though
don't be in the pool, clickbait if you can't swim. That's a good line. I made it just for you.
Time to let loose with the truth. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Playing hating on the gods, boy, you're such a douche.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Shay, and all of
like
you. Colesman, thank you so much for doing God's work. That crib was nice, slick as Rick, right? You know, when you're Triple H and you gotta be honest, I had to say, you know what? He had a nice spread. We can't hate on that, but I'm questioning the funding of the spread. So I can go and say, hey, clickbait, show us your taxes. All right, let's get it out of here.
I just want to buy 11,780 votes.
Right.
Which is one more than we have.
His wife is a Democrat. I agree. I can see that happening. Great show, yeah. Let's go, Reggie. I don't know if you're here, but you know what we do at this part. Let's go, Reggie.
He's deranged. Jackson. He's deranged. Jackson. He's deranged. Jackson.
Hey!
Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges. And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater.
Right.
And his wife is even
Love
more
you all.
of a Trump
Love you, Yazzie. Stay safe out there, ladies and gentlemen. We are out of here. Take care and have a great rest of your morning.